Ah, hello, Yui. Hello. Finally, D&D, indeed. Yeah, hopefully we'll do it more often. We'll see how today goes. And yo, Techno, hello. Hail and well met, I should say. Like, I need to make like a more D&D themed starting soon screen, but I feel like that would be scope creep right now. Like, do I really need a another starting soon screen for a separate thing we do? I did make a new scene though, so we should have it's a little more D&D-esque. I tried to make things a little more set up better for all this, so hopefully it all works out. We'll see how it goes. Suggest T-Boat not being tired. Impossible. Suggest Scrot has an epic entrance. Bam, 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 fireworks, yay. Heck yeah. I've walked 18k steps today. Dang. I walked a lot of steps yesterday. I'm actually like really tired because I was helping my brother's friend with his stuff. Well, technically whatever. I don't need to over explain it, but I was basically doing concrete work. I did not run the ad. Oh, God. We're gonna be stuck here for a second. Imagine going outside. Yeah, right. Go on a venture with Guppy and hopefully get accepted to the fish cult and transform into a mermaid. Honestly, here we go. Imagine touching grass. No ads. Yes, it must be. Yo, Dingus Heckin' Mortimus. What up, dude? Yeah. I guess I'll greet everyone once we actually are out of ads. Oh, sleepy boy. Because ads are still playing. That is why. And it says starting soon. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, wait. Actually, I can fix this. Hold on. Timer. There we go. It got added, indeed. Why do you go back? Because the ads are still technically playing for some people, potentially. Because I ran the ads late because I'm the worst. Okay. matrix. Indeed, I've reset the world. Give me just a few extra seconds. I'm just pulling up some stuff while we sit in the ads. I have so many programs and tabs and like stuff open right now. It's insane. Just that Beats shows his bald. It sounds weird when it's phrased like that. Campaigns. Ads should be done now. You heard it here, folks. You ready for this? The new coolness. Well, bam. D&D screen. Wow. Yo. I feel like I forgot how to say your name. You said it I think you said it to me last time. I'm so bad with names. Some Smorka. I don't know. I'm bad with names. Anyway, hello everyone. Wait, it's because, do you change your name? Was it something different before? I don't know. Anyway, let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Yui. Hello, Techno. Hello, Tebow. Hello, Grot. Hello, Dingus. Am I missing anyone? Again, I don't know if I said your name right, but yes, it was DJ. Sorry. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I called you something else before. Let's see. Yeah, we got a fancy new overlay. I don't know if it's good or bad or what, but I think it looks kind of cool. Dice 100. Is the dice command not working? Great. Beautiful. Okay. I don't know why it turned off. Try it again. We're officially D&Ding now. We are. Hello, Sean the Palmos Lawn. Oh, they changed it a little. Or did they? Didn't know you did these things. It's cool. Yeah, it's this is the second time doing it, but I plan to make it more frequent. So that is the goal. How did you rolled a 6 out of 0? That's wild. It's like a 0 kind of looks like a 6. Oh, the overlays are not above. Hold on. That probably needs to be fixed, but here's the bald. Followers. This should go up to here, and that should go down. Why is that a video? You know, whatever. It's fine. Okay. God, this is gonna be hard to keep up with. Everyone's here though. We got so many people here. Look at y'all. Anyway, for rolled a negative dice. You rolled a 0 out of -1. I guess you can roll negative numbers. Interesting. If I'm missing anything, I apologize. There's too much going on here. Dice infinity. You rolled a 1 out of infinity. That's pretty sad. Okay. Hello, everyone. How do we start here? I guess for any of you who have not been here before, or at least not been here for D&D, we are doing D&D today. You have created a character. Oh, you know what? That's part of the thing. That's probably one of the things I should have done. There's too many things to prep. I need this open. Hold on. I have too many things. You've created a character named We. And this is what they look like. You are a shapeshifter or a changeling to be more D&D lore accurate, and you have a pistol and a warhammer, and you're a rogue. I should probably share the character sheet with y'all again. It wasn't, where did I put it last time? News. It's in there somewhere, but I probably should share it better. I should do a better job. There it is. We'll just download it again, and then we'll let me throw it in. For now, I'm just gonna put it in stream chat, I think. So if you would like to reference your character sheet, check it out in stream chat on my Discord server. You can find it by !Discord server. It is a PDF. You don't need to keep up fully with an event like this. Don't worry. Yeah, for sure. Hello, Tuna. Welcome in. Automod said that the die I rolled was requested was too big. That's funny. I heard shapeshifter. I love shapeshifters. Yeah, you're a changeling, so you can technically change into any other person. I think that you've seen before, I think is how that works. We have a gun. You do have a gun and a hammer as a rogue, which is kind of wild, but this is what you guys made. I didn't do this. Suggest eat a banana. The suggestions are full. So yeah, basically how it's going to work. You will control your little character. And you will be going on an adventure of your choice, so you can kind of do whatever you want, but you are controlled as a hive mind. All of you basically will suggest things. You will suggest things with the suggest command, and then as you all have so far, if you, obviously try to keep things relevant, on topic. Obviously, you can do silly stuff, but don't just be like, oh, I go off and do something completely different. Like, kind of try to follow the group a little bit, right? Once you're done with your suggestions, I can just press a button, and the poll will pop up. You have a minute to vote for what the character should do. And those will be all based off of your suggestions. Obviously, it's truncated because there's only so many things that can be suggested. So you'll kind of have to make sure you're paying attention to chat and seeing what is said. So I want to change into Guppy. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how that power works, how the changeling's ability works. But, here we are. Adopt goblin baby. Indeed. Yeah, so usually I'll probably ask for what you guys want to do. Sometimes I'll just kind of pick up what you're saying. If it's sort of a more big decision, we'll probably definitely make sure to use I don't know, we're still kind of figuring it out, right? Kill a goblin baby. That's wild. It's horrible, just terrible. Wrapped in bacon won with 2 votes. So we're going to go wrap something in bacon. Anyway. What else do we got? So yeah, all the commands, those are at the bottom of the screen here. I was about to show it on my other monitor, but yeah, there they are. Hopefully everything's pretty visible. I try to make things bigger, and if I'm explaining stuff with my hands, you can see me more. So, it's a goblin. Suggest wrap a baby goblin in bacon. Suggestions are full. So yeah, now, crap, do you steal my slot? You did. Yeah, and then now I can just go bop, and then it does another poll. Hello. So yeah, obviously try to keep things on topic. Don't go like crazy, like say something insane while we're doing if we're having a conversation, keep stuff relevant to the conversation, even if it's like I leave and we go do something else, All right, I will stay bald. You're right. I'm sorry. So yeah, keep all that in mind. We're obviously still like, this is still like quote unquote in beta. We're trying our best here. Things might not work always. I might not be perfect with it, but we're gonna try our best to see what we can do. I know we just started, but I might need to go pee real quick because I've been drinking like half of this thing. And then I will read you the brief again for anyone who hasn't been here, and then we will get started. Oops. Because I feel like I probably should read the brief for what the world is every time. So yeah, give me just a second. I'll be right back. I guess I'm just gonna leave it on the screen. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay. I'm back. Oh God. More suggestions. Eat more cookies. Cookies. Lots of cookies. Rip a baby goblin. Did the baby goblin die? Suggest infinite cookies. Grot filled. Did Grot fill every slot with cookies? Oh, is the exclamation point suggest can be anywhere? Oh, what do you mean? I think you should be able to do it on YouTube and on Twitch. I may have missed the context. Things are going by real fast. Oops. Was that something in here? Oh, it is. Weird. That's not ideal. Anyway. All slots are full. I don't know. There's only 5 suggestions possible. You can only do 5 suggestions. That's why ideally you only do 1 suggestion per person. Yeah, don't spam suggestions, you know what I mean? Don't be like, again, that's why keeping things relevant are helpful. I probably eventually will want like a better system where we can like I can maybe pick from some suggestions, or maybe somehow we find like a way to like, you know, make things a little bit better. But we voted to adopt the goblin, by the way. Okay, good. I wasn't really paying attention. I was, you know, having my whole spiel. So, okay. I've also turned off most redeems because, you know, some of them would just be distracting while we're trying to play. So, ideally, I want to try to keep it a little bit shorter than last one. Last one we went like 5 hours, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's kind of really up to you guys how long it takes. If we're all, you know, messing around in the guild hall for 3 hours, that's fine. I don't really care. I find it fun, but hopefully we won't go super long. A little shorter, so like 4.5 hours. Yeah, probably. Probably. Safeguarding this won't be easy, so don't ruin it, pretty please. Yeah. Right. Yeah. If people want to ruin this, they easily could, but I will probably just time you out if you're being bad. Time you out or ban you. Most people here are cool, so we're fine. Yes, posture check, hydrate. You can do those. I'm still bald. Can't get any balder. Actually, no, we just like have to go shave real quick. Cinematic at least. Gotta eat real quick. See you in 15 minutes. Okay, sounds good. All right, y'all. Hopefully we're all settled in. You also have 2 more bald redeems. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I'm still bald. That's all we can do. All we can do is stay bald for an additional an additional time. But don't abuse it, Grot. I will turn it off. If we're too distracting. Anyway, let's get playing. For every redeem, you have to shave 1 centimeter shorter. Indeed, yeah. Just scalp myself. Okay. Let me close this. Spent like 1K for redeems on bald. Yeah. Nice work. Okay. Here's the brief. If you have not been here before, or just a little bit of a reminder, this is the world of Calamity. I hit the wrong button. Okay, there it is. 500 years ago, chaotic magic swept through the planes of existence, collapsing them into a new world most just call Calamity. Few survived its mayhem and found its one place of refuge left in the world, a massive floating island holding mysterious crystal protecting its inhabitants from the chaotic magic that plagues the land below. You are members of the Adventurers Guild, a prestigious organization that provides for the people who have escaped the calamity, along with saving anyone else who still might be out there. Who still might be out there. Maybe even one day restoring the world to its former glory. You are an adventurer, so you're basically, not really a mercenary, but you're an adventurer for hire, more or less. You work with the Adventurers Guild. This is your guild hall. So basically what you get to do is you get to choose what you want to do. Just giving you a starting point, you probably want to get a quest. And then you can go out into the world, like I said, do whatever you want, really. So probably despawn soon. No, Grot. Last time, you were at took a mission at the library. And you discovered a giant tree of knowledge that zapped sort of information into you that you quickly forgot, but it was there. And then you also went into a weird sort of psychological realm, which was kind of built out of your own memories. You did solve the puzzles in there, and you did find 2 books with the corresponding symbols next to them. The library is a massive dungeon. And yeah, you did explore that a little bit. So you did get there. You also talked with a bunch of people. You talked with Reyna, the quest master, to get your quest. You talked with Cyrus, a blacksmith adventurer. And you also you bought some cookies and talked to, I feel like you talked to a few other people, but those were the main. Oh, you talked to Guppy, of course, very important. You talked to Guppy, the librarian. Now you're kind of, I guess you just wake up in the dorm. You can kind of figure out what you want to do. Okay, we have all our slots full. Let's see. We will let's throw it to the suggestions here. The suggestions you have is do a backflip. So you wake up and you're like, all right, time for my morning backflip. No, so you think about that. Going to get a cookie. That's, of course, important. Look for a random troubled person to talk to. You could do that. That's true. Attempt to fly. Wild. Great suggestions, gang. Proud of us all. These suggestions are so funny. Good. Do a backflip. Attempt to fly. All right. Well, it currently looks like backflip is winning. So you wake up, you're like, oh, all right. And then you just do a backflip in your dorm. And then you stick the landing. Backflip first, plot later. That's pretty much how y'all work. So you have successfully backflipped. And now you kind of got free reign of the Adventurers Guild. Again, as my sort of recommendation, you want to, I guess you should roll for a backflip. Yeah, sure, Tebow, give me a roll. 19. Okay, it's a sick backflip. Okay, Tebow wants to talk to Cyrus, of course. Not Tebow, Tuna, sorry. It was the other T person. I wish I could just casually do a backflip in my dorm. True. Find the nearest place to get blackout drunk. It's not very far. Let's go. Suggest find a place. Oh, I already read that one. Aren't? Shoot. No. You can just write what you were gonna say. Attempt to fly again. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say just do what you're gonna say. Hide under the table. Okay, nice. Add find a quest. Oh yeah, there you go. Find a quest is a good one. All right. There's what you can do. We're not getting a quest, bro. Aren't. Hello, what's happened? Nothing's happened so far. I've just went over the brief of what the where you're at. And now you're in your dorm and you're sort of trying to decide what to do. Do the polls actually go through on, are they going through on here? They are not. Why are they not working on? Sorry, Sean. I don't think they're working on YouTube. Is there a window? Yeah, unfortunately, I can't hide under the table one. Now, are you hiding under the table in the, like your desk in your dorm? I love how everyone voted for their own thing. Good, beautiful. There it's a 5-way tie. Do a backflip. Good. What do you mean nothing happened? We did a backflip. That's true. You did a sick backflip. I'll switch over. Yeah, sorry, Sean. I tried to make it work for YouTube. It's just being dumb. Never advancing this plot. Yeah, you guys are gonna get stuck in the Adventurers Guild the whole time. Maybe this should just be the campaign. Just you guys just hanging out in the Adventurers Guild, hanging out with some people, doing sick flips. Okay. Why are we hiding? So I guess you just hide. I mean, you're in your dorm, so you just hide under like your like breakfast table, and just hiding under the table for no reason. Hello, Vigor. Welcome on in. Look for a job because I'm poor and need the money. I can't escape the grasp of capitalism. Oh no. Very oh no. Do a front flip. Oh yeah, that's gonna be better. Breakfast added to slot. Okay, breakfast is good. Suggest do the worm. You guys are just like, this is wild. Find Cyrus and start Find Cyrus, inform a party. Okay, not bad. Something actually productive. We'll see if that happens. Clarify, do a front flip, suggest under the table. I suggested from under the table. So you're under the table and you want to do a back flip or front flip under the table. It makes sense. Just ignore breakfast and go get a quest. What up, y'all? Sup, Toot? I'm driving, but I'm here. Nice, Toot. Heck yeah. This, that's it. Okay, are we full on slots yet? Probably, right? Well, Grot spelled suggest wrong for the 1,000th time. No. Yeah, I think you should still be able to suggest, Sean, but I don't know if you'll be able to vote, I think is how that will work. In theory. Will the suggestions even work? All slots are full. Okay. Fire in the hole. What should the character do? Let's see if it's a 5-way tie again. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Guys, we should get Cyrus his crush and Guppy clone for our party. We'll be OP. Okay, everyone vote. We're gonna do a front flip. We're never getting anywhere. Okay, so far you've woken up, you've done a backflip, you went under a table, and now you're contemplating doing a front flip. Good. I'm glad things are. I'm glad things are progressing well. You know what, Sean? I know why it's not working. Hold on. Give me a second. Services. No. Integrations. No. I don't know how to use this app yet. Streaming apps. No. Platforms. Yes. Sign in. Please don't. Okay, cool. All right, now it should work, Sean. Sorry about that. Oh God, the whole thing's gonna now it announces it on both things is kind of wild. Maybe I shouldn't have it announce it on both because that's just gonna get so difficult for me to read. Give me half a second. You can look at it on the thing anyway. Sorry, we're trying to figure out this as we go. You know what I mean? But suggest you're doing it on both is gonna be horrible for me. Oh God. On enabled. It doesn't need to post it on both sides. YouTube gets a little bit of less good treatment, unfortunately, but okay. Did we do a front flip? Is that what we did? I'm assuming we did a front flip. So you go under the table and you just do a front flip. And I guess as you flip forward under the table, your feet just kick the table across the room and it just you know, clatters to the other side of your room. I guess I could have you roll for that, but I'm not going to. If someone wants to roll, go for it. But suggest do intimidate the table doing a backflip. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I can't read all this. There's too many suggestions. I've kind of fixed it though. Just you hide under the table, invisible outside the dorm, contemplating life. You got, like fighting. Okay, yeah, I guess I should do the poll. Sorry. There you go. This is like fighting your siblings over who gets to play the video game, pretty much. Take up the first quest possible. Tebow's trying to get things moving, but it's you know, bite a man. Okay. Okay, I'm not driving. Howdy, partners. We're hiding under a desk now. You've successfully done a backflip, hit under a desk, did a front flip under the desk, and now who knows? A nat 1. Yeah, you as you the table lands on top of you after you've kicked it into the air, and you're just sad now. Oh God, I'm behind now. Okay, I rolled a nat 1. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the side of the table. The table, you know what I mean. Anyway, this is our version of 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100K run performed every single day. Probably, who knows? Okay, what are we doing? Okay, you've successfully done a backflip, hit under a table, unsuccessfully done a front flip. Okay, what happened? Bite a man. Okay. Okay, who are you biting? First of all, you're in your dorm. Are you leaving your dorm to go bite a person? I tricked you all. Biting a person will start the plot because we've interacted with a character. Exactly. No plot advancements. That can't be. You don't want to advance the plot now. Good. Apologize profusely. You can't apologize profusely because there's no one to bite. You look around the room and you're like, where's someone to bite? I don't know. It'll be crashing out. Yeah, I'm crashing out. Okay, you walk out of your dorm. Who are you biting? Apologize? Well, our jaw is still on side. Okay, it's just a random man. Okay, actually, you know what? Here's what's gonna happen. I need my dice. Yeah, whatever. These are the ones I can find. How do I minimize everything? Oops. Okay. Here's what's happening. Actually, you know, I don't need to roll a dice. Tuna, give me a roll a d20 for me. An 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're walking. You walk out of your dorm, and there is a. This is what you decided to do. Okay, this isn't on me. You walk out of your dorm, and you see a man who's he's got a sort of red poncho on and a cowboy hat. He's got a staff strapped to his back that has like a sort of intricate sort of bunch of like gilded sort of designs on it, and there is a like a spyglass attached to it. Almost looks like a scope. And as he starts walking by, you just sink your teeth into his arm for literally no reason. He's gonna react. He quickly, like, as you sort of do a half of a bite, he kind of pushes you back. He's like, whoa there, partner. And no, you don't start combat. Sorry, I'm making sure I'm caught up here. Okay, you know what? Fine. We're just gonna roll the dice and see, or not roll the dice, roll the send the poll and see what happens. Apologize profusely. Okay, these seem to work pretty well. Go to quest place. He goes, whoa there, partner. He's like, are you good? Are you rabid? I don't understand. He also looks like he could kick your ass. So you can tell he's got a bracer on his arm, and it looks like he's a relatively high-ranking adventurer. So yeah. Guys, apologize so we don't die. Just bite a random NPC. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I mean, this is what, you know, this isn't on me, you know? I'm just a voice scared in the corner while wild kids are misbehaving. True. What are we at? Oh God, a 3-way tie. You bite his leg, go to the quest place, bite harder like a dog. Are you guys trying to get yourself? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna do all 3. Okay, so you just as he pushes you back, give me, sure, Yui, give me a D20 roll. Pog. It's just the voices, they made me do it. A 9. No. Okay, well, it might honestly for the, well, let's see. Okay, hold on. Give me yeah. You go to bite his leg and try to bite it with more strength this time, and he kind of just stiff arms you back, and he's like and actually, you know what? He just grabs you by the shirt collar and just slams you into the ground. He doesn't look like he's necessarily like a fighter type, but he's still pretty ripped. And he just hits you into the ground, and he goes, I'm gonna need you to behave. So you advance the plot while beating him both sides. Wait, getting what we want. Or what? Well, baiting him both. Wait, sorry, biting him. I can't read. Dyslexia is strong. Oh my God, like Nami. Let's fight this MF. Good luck. Let's do a backflip to show him. Do a backflip to assert dominance. Just apologize when his back is turned and then pull quick. You guys are crazy. Stay cool and do an anime move to attack him. Okay. Yeah, one more suggestion. I guess you start to go toward the quest area, but I think at this point you're kind of just like the wind's knocked out of you and you're on the ground. Guys, he's flirting with us. I don't know if that's true. Toward all of the quests you could. Flirt back. Okay. Away we go. This is interesting. I feel like we've got more people I feel like we have more people interacting with the poll thing, but I also like, because last time I was kind of just taking suggestions from the thing, but now I feel like, is there supposed to be music? Am I deaf? Is it not loud? Is it not there? Oh, it isn't. There is supposed to be music. Why isn't it playing? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Hold on. You guys have just been listening to silence this whole time. Give me half a second. I need to jump to one of my other... Yeah, I need to copy this. And then we can go back to D&D and we can paste that in there. In theory, that should work. Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. There you go. Poll ended. Flirt back. Who's surprised? I will never not opt to flirt. Yeah, we know too. We know. Okay, I might flirt. He's above cowboy. All right, what are you guys saying to him? I guess just throw out suggestions. We're not like, you don't necessarily need to say suggest. I feel like just say something. Unless you, I don't know. How do you guys think we should do that? Do you think we should do the suggestion thing for this? Or do you think we should just say like what you say to him? You suggested one. What, like, how do you think we should do that? Because we could keep doing the polls because it does seem to work, but it also is like slow in some fashion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see what Toot said. You suggested one. Why did I miss it? Oh, it's back there. I will never opt to not flirt. Oh, tell him he looks like a snack and we couldn't resist. Okay, I guess everyone's doing the suggest command, so I guess that kind of answers that question. All right. Away we go. Tell him he looks like a... I like how on the poll it just says a tasty snack. Howdy, partner. Okay, what? Hold on. Wanna join me on a quest? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Tell me looks like a tasty snack. Toot's suggestion. So we actually have, I like how one of the votes was Toot's suggestion. That's funny. Or one of the options. Probably shouldn't do that, but that's, you know, here we are. It works. It works for me. You're real tasty. Most of it's just tasty. Okay. Can I? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Grog, give me a charisma check. I feel like your character is pretty charismatic, right? +1. You rolled a 3. 3 + 1, so it's a 4. It's a little better. Grog, no. Polls ended. Okay. Yeah. You. What am I doing? You go, hey, you're a tasty snack. And it just doesn't, it like, you just like, you're half out of breath because you just knocked the wind out of you. And it's just awkward. And he goes, all right, partner, I'm gonna let you be, but you have a good rest of your day now, all right? And he starts walking away. He's like, what was that? He starts walking toward the center of the guild hall. You had the wrong person roll beats. This is how it do. Someone rolls for your hive mind, and you know, here it is. He's gonna shoot us, not flirtatiously. Okay, what now? What are you guys doing now? He has walked away. You can walk after him, but he's walked away. You know what? We're gonna do with our standing orders, and you are going to go to the at least walk into the guild hall to the quest mission board, because that was one of the things that you had voted on. So shooting someone is so romantic. Is getting shot by someone so romantic though? We need more blood. Must feed. Oh no. It's turning into a murder hobo. Good. Call Guppy. You could call Guppy. God, the suggestions filled up fast, huh? Okay. What are our options? I gotta make a better way to do some of this too. I'm already call Guppy. Rar, you look tasty. I can something. Anyway. Let's see here. Lay down and roll. Oh wait, lay down and roll the quest thing. Lay down and roll to the quest thing. Oh, you just rolling out like an Autobot. Running after the cowboy. Okay. Suggest or get cookies. Grot loves cookies. And inadvertently, so does we, I suppose. No, we must stalk him. That's wild. This is turning into a big first session. I don't know, man. Things just happen. Y'all do what y'all do, you know? It's just a dating sim for most of you. Guppy, how do I romance a cowboy? Okay, you call up Guppy. Hello? How can I help you today? Sorry, we need to pull up Guppy, you're right. No one even said it, but you're right. Where's Guppy in my folders? Oh God. My Z drive is crashing. Doo, 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 doo. Guppy. Guppy shows up. Or a hologram of Guppy appears. He goes, hi. How can I help you today? What's going on? Aren't you still in the guild hall? Why are you calling me? Guppy will help us stalk and romance our hunk of a cowboy. I just need to put like anything in front of you guys, and you guys are like, let's flirt with that. Guppy is gonna repair our riz. Wait, if we have a gun, can we bond with the cowboy by talking about it? The cowboy didn't have a gun specifically, but worry not, I will bond with him over gun autism later. All right, let's get some suggestions on what you're gonna say to Guppy. Tell Guppy we broke what? Oh, broke up with a cowboy. Yes, that makes perfect sense. All right, we got one singular suggestion. Fire in the hole. Wait. Cowboy workplace, get his number. I mean, you work in the same ask Guppy about quest. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I'm really tired. Bye. All right, Tebow. You have a good rest of your night. Sleep well. I feel it though. I feel you. I too am tired. Ask Guppy for cowboy date advice. Tell Guppy he's cool. And hang up. Okay. But we're not gonna get anywhere, are we? Did I not run the poll? Hello? Well, it officially broke. Oh. Wait, what? Great. Our system broke. We broke it, yay! Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that means the poll is just empty now. Hold on, why did it break? Why didn't that work? Have we done too many polls? Is it like, why are you doing so many polls? Come on. Oh, there's still a poll going. What? I broke it, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, Beats. Let's advance with a random suggestion for now. To be honest, that's a better way of working the system anyway. Yeah, let's all right, you're on the call with Guppy. You did call him, so you know, we'll advance the plot here a little bit. You call Guppy. I'm gonna go with call Guppy and tell him he's cool, and then hang up. You go, you're cool. He goes, yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. That's really kind of you to say. You're like, okay, bye, Guppy, and then you hang up and you make your way to the quest board. Where you find yourself in front of the mission board. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how do you guys feel about I kind of do want your opinion on the suggestion thing. Do we like that, or do we prefer just me picking questions? I know obviously some of you are going to want to, like, I don't know. I shall despawn now. All right, Grot. It was great having you. I know it just won't always work sometimes. Like the whole thing. Okay, well, we'll keep trying it. I mean, like, obviously just broke there, but that was just because I accidentally closed it before the poll was over. So at least I think that's how it worked. Me too. Okay. You want to ask Guppy for dating advice? Okay, fine. You go, hey, I need, before you hang up, it's like, before I go, Guppy, can I ask you for some dating advice? How do I pick up a man or such? And Guppy goes, I would say, well, first of all, I would recommend not biting someone. That's probably your first thing. That might leave a weird impression. You might ask me how I know that, but I am a powerful wizard. So, take that as you will. Anyway, just be yourself. Just try to, form a, sort of bond naturally, and don't push it too far. You just kind of talk to the person, and just be yourself. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go. I got some books to sort. If you want to see me, come check out the library. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. Anyway, anyway, you guys, I like the poll, but I think occasionally picking stuff at random will save time. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I like the poll for bigger decision, but low impact stuff, suggestions are fine. That's kind of also how I feel. I mean, you already picked up the option that the majority is loving if it's a large majority, right? It's mostly split. You can just pick, to be honest. Yeah. Make an epic opposite entrance. I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's it's obviously a work in progress doing the whole thing, but I want to be a sexy vampire. I love biting people. There you go. We are doomed to die alone for our love of biting. I think you're allowed to bite people, but just not at first meeting. Anyway, poll suggests you select from the suggestions and we vote from those. Yeah. I mean, we used to, so originally I just did, I would write up the polls, but it takes too long, but I don't know. Anyway, let's find a quest, then form a party. Yeah, let's start by picking a quest at this point. I do need a way to clear polls without, clear suggestions without running a poll. So that is something I need to remember to do. Can I run just a individual? Oh, I have to run all of those if I do that. All right, well, we're just gonna run this while I discuss with you what options you have. Mostly because I don't have any other way to do it. Okay. So your first thing you're looking at the quest board, you see a bunch of missions up on the board. There is going to check out the library. It's the Library of Alaris Ozith Allure. It is a massive library. You went there last time. It is a large dungeon-like place where there's lots of weird going-ons within the Calamity. What else can you do? There is quest lines. Let's see, not quest lines, missions. Am I in the wrong thing? No, I'm in the right thing. You can. This one actually. Oh no. What else can you do? There is some mysterious lights being seen up in the north east. sort of by the foot of the large mountain there. So that they asked for investigation on that. There is some scouts have discovered the lost city of Taladan. So you could go see that. I believe that is also up in the north. Let's see, what else is there? A farmer is requesting help. His sheep seem to be dying, so he's looking for someone to investigate that. And that's like the main ones. That's a good assortment now, I think. We need at least one hunk. Oh, I find a quest in form. Okay, that's the requirement for the party. That's fair. I love how you say at least one, not one. It's true. Of course, I'm thirsty, but not going to complain about getting drowned. There you go. That's wild. What poll? There was nothing. I just ran one to clear the queue. So yeah, what do you guys feel like doing? Sheep? John the Palm wants sheep. I'm down for sheep. Let's go help the sheep. Okay, seems like a consensus. You take the flyer. It says oh, where the heck did I put it? Finished sessions. It's probably here. Sorry, I haven't really looked at my stuff too much, or not too much, but I guess we'll look. It says a farmer named Krum, Krum, is looking for help. His sheep have been being killed, and he's looking for someone to help deal with the problem. He said that he does not know what is happening to them. Yo, DDP. The farmer's probably hot too. Everyone's hot. Okay. Okay, look for cowboy. You skipped my message. I apologize. I probably will miss a lot of messages. Kidnap the cowboy and have him see the lights with us. It seemed like a consensus there, but we like cowboy more. Huh? I said wait. Oh, it was to. Oh yeah. Gotcha. Why is everyone wanting to date people? Because we're all chronically online, you know? I'm just kidding. He likes animals to go with us for sure. Willingly. Yeah. No kidnapping people. There are punishments for breaking the law, believe it or not. Okay. Anyway, we got a minute and a half before ads. So we probably are going to I think chill on that for a second. We'll probably do discuss amongst yourself what you want to do. So looking for the cowboy seems like the step one. Also think about anything you might want to do, like whether you want to go anywhere within the guild hall, if you want to go to the Arcane Forge, if you want to go to any of these places, get any sort of gear, want to go to the infirmary, anything like that, want to talk with Reyna or go to the library, any of that sort of stuff, figure out what you might want to do. Do any research. before you go out on your quest. If we look for sheep, cowboy is bound to show up. There you go. Let me find him. Let's apologize diplomatically. I want to take Cyrus with us. I gotta go. Might be back. All right, Sean. Thank you for being here. Anyway, it's ad time. Again, think about what you're gonna do. We'll be right back. Watch one of my videos in the meantime, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. Then we'll have another hour of ad-free content. All right, be right back.
And exciting experience every time. But what happens when this randomness becomes a detriment to the game? And how do you deal with that? Being able to address this issue can often mean the difference between a good card game and a bad one. Even the most popular games aren't immune to these pitfalls. Take Magic the Gathering, for example, one of the most popular trading card games of all time. It's not uncommon to find yourself drawing nothing but lands, or conversely, having no lands at all, leaving you with a unplayable hand. On the flip side, randomness can swing in the opposite direction too, drawing an incredible hand, leading you to completely dominate your opponents. While it's certainly fun for the player with the winning hand, it can be less enjoyable for everyone else at the table. So let me tell you how I counteracted it while working on my own game, and the battle I fought against inconsistency. In my game, players compete against the Old God, a collection of cards that present various challenges. Unfortunately, the balance of this deck was wildly unpredictable, often either leading to completely overwhelming the players, or failing to be a challenge at all, making the game unenjoyable either way. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For those of you who aren't familiar with my game, which, let's be honest, is probably most of you, you might be wondering what the heck an Old God is and what the game is actually as a whole. Or maybe you don't care. I don't know your life. I'm going to talk about it anyway. So, in brief summary, here's how the game works. Armies Against Entropy is a cooperative resource management trading card game. Players place cards like heroes, structures, and lands to create synergies for themselves and also their allies. They then move units generated by their cards to enhance the power of the cards that they deem most necessary, all while battling the Old God, a deck of automated cards designed to dismantle the player's forces and serve as the main threat of the game. Now that you kind of have an understanding of the game, let's dive into how randomness became a problem. As I said before, the Old God deck was designed to present various challenges. This deck featured a large number of weaker cards and a few stronger ones. In theory, this meant the players would face a constant onslaught of minor threats, while occasionally encountering some much more intimidating ones. Let's talk a little more specifically though. Typically, the Old God would draw around 3 cards per turn with a total deck of 86 cards, 10 endlings in the deck as the weakest card. This design meant you were much less likely to draw something threatening like 3 Ravengers. The idea is that the Old God would have a nice assortment of cards due to its distribution. At least that's what I thought. However, there were many instances where this wasn't the case, and the Old God either felt pitiful or, conversely, an unstoppable onslaught of destruction. Speaking of unstoppable onslaughts of destruction, you should subscribe. I don't know how those two things correlate, but So what was the solution? Well, this came to me while I was trying to fix an entirely different problem, and that problem was the Abyssal Horde card. This card was a hell of my own making, and the bane of my existence for so many different reasons. But the main one that we'll be focusing on today was trying to solve an issue where it would gain in power every attack. Units were how the player gained power, but we didn't really want a similar mechanic for the Old God because we didn't really want to figure out how these units would be allocated each turn. The Abyssal Horde was somewhat of an exception to this rule, as it stole units from player cards. While this is a cool idea, it kind of fundamentally broke the game. Instead, we wanted to find another way for this card to gain in power using a different mechanic, while still sort of keeping the same identity. We had considered making the Abyssal Horde card duplicate itself with every attack, which could work well. However, that mechanic felt a little more suited to a digital version of the game rather than a physical one. And while I do have aspirations to make a digital version of this game down the line, I really want to make this game more functional for both formats. So the solution was a drastic one. Remember the Endling I mentioned earlier, the weakest card in the deck? Well, we removed it from the main deck completely and put it in its own entirely new deck.
And the ads are over.
Minion deck. Are you kidding me? Did you ever consider how the Endling would feel about this? Being displaced.
This one. Okay. I want to take Cyrus with us. Dang, Cyrus is going to be jealous when he sees a bona fide cowboy dating us. Oh my god. Let's see if tell the cowboy that we want to invite him to the quest as an apology. Okay. Smart, yeah. Gotta play it tactically now. Okay. What was denied? I mean, I can allow it, but it's sure. There you go. I understand that was like way out of context now that's approved, but you know, here we are. There you go, Tuna. Live with your mistakes. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of mad. Blah blah. Give him a gun. Context window. There you go. Talking about showing him a gun. The mile brain wise. Okay. Okay, it sounds like you have some sort of idea. So you want to go and talk to, you want to go to the library and research weaponry, or you want to go to, just go to him and apologize. What do you, what's the, welcome back. I too am back. What, so what are we doing then? You want to go, you want to give him, are you gifting him the gun? Apologize. Okay. Just going to go straight to him and apologize. We'll go with that. It's the fastest. I'm on team research, then apologize. Okay. I mean, I was replying to two. He's always whether it approves or not. So yeah. No, I mean, it's either me or two, you know. He might leave stuff if he's unsure though, you know. Oh, what? Nothing. Tuna said something that got auto-modded. Putting a blankie in the washer. Nice. No, you're good. You don't have to. I wasn't even here either. So, ooh, fun D&D. Yeah. Sup, Nova. Yeah, you're a hive mind of a character. This is y'all. You're a changeling, and you can do whatever through suggestions and telling me what you want to do. Right now, they want to go flirt with a cowboy. So, you know, par for the course for you know, typical D&D stuff. Anyway, we indeed are we. Okay, I need a tiebreaker. Who wants to go research and figure out what this cowboy might like, or who wants to go just straight up and go apologize? Next person say one or the other. We will do that. Research. Okay. Yui and Maximus have spoken. Okay, we got 3. Okay. Library then? Are you going to the library to research? Yeah, but there's 3 researches. Dingus originally said research. I'm taking count of everything. Okay, you go to the, I'm going to say you're going to go to the library because I don't know what else you would do. So you walk into the library, you see a bunch of books lining the shelves as per you would expect. And between the shelves of the middle of the shelves, you see a glass sort of square tube within these within the shelves, and within that glass tank you see water, and of course again Guppy. He's swimming around. He's using Mage Hand to pick up books and put them back on shelves, and looks like he's organizing stuff as he swims back and forth. Okay, Guppy can help. Yes, indeed. By the way, y'all are tricked into researching someone without knowing. That was basically stalking. It's true. We're researching though, not the cowboy. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're researching whatever in general. You can look. Guppy, do you know the cowboy we saw earlier? Where we can find him? Sure. Okay, that's a good question. You know, get all your information down. You ask Guppy, and Guppy goes, Oh, hi. Yeah, that's God, what I'm blanking on his name. That's Merrick O'Malley. He's a pretty high up there adventurer. Typically does sort of scouting missions. Hello again, Gubby. Hello. It's nice to see you. You know, it's always good to go. Yeesh, indeed. It's always nice to see you. But yeah, he's just a you know, he's a pretty high rank adventurer. He's pretty cool. Does a lot of scouting stuff. You know, very talented warlock. Very you know, he's a spell sniper. Is his like his big thing. But yeah, they said he could you know, it's been told that he could shoot a target like, I don't know, like 1,200 yards away. So or meters for you know whoever, you know, wherever you might be, you know. Anyway, yeah, he's pretty cool. Writes down everything. And how do you spell that name? Also, does he like animals? Merrick. I think it's just MERC. I don't have him on here. Merrick. MARC. Merrick. That's not right. I don't even know where his name is. Where is he? MARREC. Sorry. Anyway, and O'Malley. I feel like that one's a little more whatever. Anyway. He is the gun, even better. Yes, he is. Guppy said he's a warlock, so he's a mage, more or less. Hey, Guppy, that cowboy got sort of guns you think he would enjoy. Also assume you go for a Colt revolver for a backup, but not sure. He goes, oh well, yeah, he's a mage. He's got a pretty cool staff. It's all kind of tricked out with some sort of you know, like magical, you know, trinkets and technology. It's you know, he mostly shoots via magic. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe he would appreciate a gun, but you know, he's more of a mage than a you know, a gunslinger. I know he's a mage, but he'd like, what if the enemy is magic resistant? What would he do then? I mean, like I said, I mean, he would probably he'd probably appreciate that. I don't see why not. But you know, I'm not him. I don't know. he's his own guy, you know. So maybe. I mean, I don't think he would not appreciate a gift, you know. I mean, he's a pretty chill guy, so. Okay, should we go for something relatively beginner friendly? Well, not something too basic. Where can we find this, however his name is spelled, Guppy? I don't know. I think he was here at the guild hall recently, but he might be you know, he goes out on adventures quite frequently, so he could be, you know, out in the, you know, the in the Calamity if you haven't caught him you know, leaving. He's pretty prolific in his adventuring career, so on. It is spelt, hold on, hold, why is this not working? Control V, oh my god. Sorry, my computer's not working. Does this really not let you paste in here? Okay. Oh, I can't edit it. That's why. Okay, now I understand. Oh God, help. That's his name. So if we could, I think we should go for a double action revolver, something heavy for our strong cowboy. Good. Well, Guppy, do you know of the nearest gun store? We would have what we need. And where would that be? Oh, I mean, guns are pretty rare. I mean, honestly, you were the last person I saw with a gun. He like looks at your gun holstered in your belt. They're pretty rare. You know, you could probably find one out adventuring and some of the old world sort of stuff, but there's definitely some people who might make them. Let me see if Guppy actually knows. I know he's a powerful wizard that knows everything, but okay. You might be able to where would you find one? It would probably not be on Outset City, actually. It'd probably be somewhere in Refuge. I don't know if I even have like actually maybe the Underside. I don't think I have like a current place that would specifically deal with guns, but yeah, he references, he'll say there's a location top side of Refuge that might have a you know, something like that. There's you know, more of a tinker's lab kind of thing. You might be able to check that out, but yeah, if you're looking to buy one, it might be pretty pricey. Guns are very expensive. But yeah, you might be able to find one somewhere on top side of Refuge. Someone give me a random name. Can Guppy use guns? No, I can't use guns. Jenkis is a gun store. Guns and I don't know. Let's write it down. Yeah, Jenkis's Mold Witches store. They usually sell like sort of more, you know, technology based weapons and trinkets, like you know, clockwork stuff, that kind of thing. So you might want to check out them. They're on top side to the north west. Again, probably pretty expensive. Probably run you something like I don't know, 1,000 gold, from what I understand. But you could probably go there and talk to them. Cowboy can take all my money. You have, how much money do you have? I believe you got 200 from last quest. So you have 224 gold. Guppy can use magic to replicate my gun. That's not really my specialty of magic. I'm more of a divination wizard. I mean, I probably, you know, could do like an illusion of it, but not like a real gun copy. Guppy, can we make a public announcement? Can you use magic to make everyone here? That seems a little against protocol. You might have to talk to Wisteria about that. But you definitely could. If you go talk to Wisteria, she might you know, help you out with that. Well, we are a rogue. We could just commission the gun we need as a fake guy and then steal the gun later. True. I like how this is just going to be your side quest, is just making a gun or finding a gun or stealing a gun. Yeah, he also mentions that you could probably find it at the lost city of Taladan, as very high technology gnomish town or city rather. And that would be a possibility if you wanted to take on a different quest. But if you use your divination to find out, will cowboys say yes? It doesn't really work like that. I mean, I could technically, I mean, let me see. You can't always see what the future holds, but potentially I could see possibilities. So maybe I could decide. Let me see. He puts his fingers to his temples, and by that I mean his little flippers to his eyeballs, because his head's so big, or his eyeballs are so big. And he goes, unfortunately, it's unclear right now. I can't actually see it. Some futures are visible and some aren't. It's kind of just how it works. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter really how powerful you are. It just, you know, some things are seeable and some aren't. We should make sure we are adequately equipped with lockpicks and such. Okay, go to Wisteria so we can say send Mercer O'Malley to the principal's office. Okay, it sounds like those are two separate things. We could go to the Arcane Forge to get gear. If you want to find, you know, make sure you have lockpicks and stuff, that kind of gear, you could do that. Or you could go to, you would know Wisteria. Wisteria is the guild master. You could go talk to her. She's the big boss. Let's get a consensus. Just need the cowboy for the sheep trust. So we could just go talk to the cowboy. I think you've gotten, we kind of just need 3 suggestions. Dude, are you still here? I guess we could just all say, do the suggestions. Everyone say what you want to do as a suggestion, either whether it's talk to the cowboy, talk to Wisteria, or go to the Arcane Forge. I'm here. Or I guess we could have 2 do it, but it's probably just as easy to whatever. Cowboy, gun, still want to apologize. Okay, 2 for cowboy. Okay, it's seeming like that's the current consensus. We're gonna go up to Merrick. We need an apology gift. I don't know. Maybe you got something on you. Go look through your character sheet. Let's apologize and see if he'll tag along. Okay. We can give him our own gun and get a new one later. True. Tell him, let us make it up to him. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you go and let's just say you find him because he's hanging out. What's he doing? Sure, why not? He's hanging out outside of the infirmary. He seems like he's talking to someone, just sort of, you know, just having a casual conversation. And he nods and says goodbye. And then as he turns around, he sees you. Get an apology gift later on purpose. Yeah. And he sees you guys like, oh, hey there, partner. You all done with your biting spree? Guys, make sure we do not address him by name. There you go. True. And then I guess we'll go with what Toot said. You know, Oh, here we go. Mr. Cowboy, whose name I have no idea of knowing because I haven't introduced you to me yet. I apologize profusely. I have a bunch of evil voices in my head, but I'm a good one. Oh, that's quite a predicament. You're a changeling, right? I don't mean to be presumptuous, but from what I've heard, there's sometimes yeah, why is schizo not allowed? People say it all the time. I heard that there sometimes conflictions with the anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you about this. I appreciate you saying that. That's mighty kind of you. We're a little schizo, but well, sorry. And he goes, it's like, that's quite all right. I didn't feel any offense by it. I just hope you didn't mean to actually hurt me. But I do appreciate it. What else y'all saying? There we go. Mr. Cowboy, sir, what might your name be? And would you be interested in helping us out on our quest? Sure. Yeah, he goes, do you like jazz? No. He goes, my name's Merrick O'Malley. Nice to meet you. He reaches out his hand to shake your hand. If it makes you feel better, it wasn't a spree. You're the one. I mean, you were the only one. I mean, a bit. That's funny. He laughs. Spit in my hand and shake it. That's wild. He's wearing gloves, so he doesn't really care. He shakes her hand. And I'm gonna assume you introduce yourself. He goes, that's a interesting name. Nice to meet you. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything going on. I could help you out. You seem like you're a rather newcomer to the Adventurers Guild, so I wouldn't mind showing you the ropes. Yeah, I think he seems receptive to it. He doesn't seem. Oh, wait, is this not the playlist anymore? Oh, that's annoying. How long is this playlist? It's 2 hours. How long have we been streaming for? Only an hour. Why did that happen? Maybe it was. Oh man, that's annoying. Anyway, what a polite cowboy. We can only call him Cowboy. Do you know Cyrus, by the way? Maybe he'd like to come along. Does he know Cyrus? Let's find out. He does not know Cyrus. He goes, no, I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I mean, I don't know. More the merrier, I suppose. But I don't know him personally. But yeah, it seems like he is willing to join you regardless. Okay. What do you guys do now? What are y'all doing? Do the quests come with difficulty rankings or something? If not, I think we should ask Mr. Cow over here if this quest quest is a good idea for our level. Yeah, I would say the quest is a relatively easy ranked one. You know, meant for let me actually see. Let me double check something. Great. Fun. My internet is not working apparently. Yeah, I mean it's a relatively easy quest, and Merrick seems like a relatively high ranked adventurer. So it seems like he seems pretty confident that he'd be able to deal with it with you, but he's not opposed to bringing more people if you know, necessary, or if you feel like you'd want to. Because yeah, Merrick is pretty high ranked. He's not like, you know, the highest, but masking us so we don't show up, end up slowing him down on a somewhat difficult quest, getting him injured / killed. No, I mean, he's I guess he says that you bring up your concerns. He goes, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing to get more people. I mean, it's good to get experience with, you know, adventurers that are, you know, with you. But you know, I think I can handle keeping you safe, and you know, I wouldn't worry about me. I won't. You know, it's always good to get experience. I don't think it's you know, it's a bad thing to you know, help out people who are in need of it. I can help you out, you know. I would say I am most proficient at long range combat. You know, mostly a spell sniper myself, so I don't know if you'd want some sort of you know, other people to assist in sort of a, you know, any sort of other fashion, healer or whatnot, but or some sort of you know, frontliner. But again, I think we could probably handle it, so up to you. And that is his sage wisdom. I think we just do the quest. We tell Cyrus about it later. There you go. Why not? Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you leave? Do you want to stock up on anything, or do you just want to go? Tell Cyrus about how well the big handsome cowboy protected us. Y'all are wild. I'd like to get some of those cookies. Grot would be proud. All right, sure. Yeah, you you go into the ask Merrick what he thinks about our gun. He goes, well, that's a mighty fine piece you got right there. I haven't seen too many guns in my time. But yeah, I mean, they're quite a rare weapon. It's pretty weapon right there. Actually, I got my weapon commissioned from a you know, a gunsmith, at least part of it, you know. He shows you his cool staff. Like I said, it's kind of got like a sort of gilded patterns on it, and sort of a spyglass that acts as a scope on the end of the staff. It's got kind of it literally looks like a rifle, but it's a staff, and kind of a little bit like steampunky almost. And he goes, yeah, gunsmith helped me you know, get some of this you know, the pattern worked out and all that. but yeah, it's very, very, very cool. And yes, you go to the bar, and you order some fresh hot cookies. Yeah, they give you the cookies. The bartender goes, "Here you go. Have a swell day, sir." Yeah. And Merrick orders some beef jerky. Okay, stock up on cookies and go to the farmer. Keep some cookies to extra lure the sheep. I don't know if sheep like cookies. I guess it depends on the cookie, but sure. He gives you an assortment of cookies. How about that? Okay, all set then. Y'all moving out. They're interesting cookies. True. Okay. If you got nothing else to do, you make your way to the order stone. Let's go. Where you're both strapped up with a piece of the stone. Some technicians chip off a small piece of the stone. They put one into Merrick's bracer, and then they give you like a small bracelet that they attach to you, and they put a stone in it as well. And they send you on your merry way. I'm trying to decide if we fast travel. Yeah, I think we just fast travel at this point. Sometimes we could have you interact with the transportation people because it's fun, but it's not really necessary at all. So yeah, anyway, you travel out to Crumb's farm, which so you land down in the city of refuge. You sort of head your way north along the path, and you eventually find your way to Crumb's farm. It's a humble little farm. Got a lot of livestock, specifically sheep, as you started coming up. We have free transportation light because we can transform into high-ranking officials and demand it. I mean, you don't really need to. Other adventurers have secured, had some conversations with the Transportation Guild, and there's a whole thing going on with that, and they worked out a deal to get you all free transportation. So I don't know if I actually said that last time, or if I made you pay for it. I can't remember what I did. But technically, the other players, the players when I was playing this, got you free transportation. And also, it's just going to be a heck of a thing to actually get you to... It'd be silly to have you pay every time. Anyway, you wouldn't even need transportation, actually, because it's like not walking distance, but you could walk here. Anyway, as you come up on Crumb's farm, you see a humble, small little farm. There are sheep in a gated off area. Okay, Mr. Farmer, cavalry's here. What's going on with the sheep? Yeah, so you walk up, you see Crumb sitting standing next to one of the fences, and he's pouring out feed for his sheep. And okay, I'm back, y'all. Yo, welcome back. We literally just got to the quest. You have a cowboy with you. Let me pull up my notes. What are we doing on time? 21 minutes. Okay. Give me a second here. I really not have a... I literally don't have a write-up for this quest, which is wild. Oh, maybe I have it under. Outset City, Crumb. Okay. Yeah. So you walk up. I have to finish writing my position paper for unwomen. What? Oh, UN women. I was like, unwomen. But I want, at least I'm assuming, I don't know. It's all caps, I can't tell. But I want to stay with Cowboy. Well, Cowboy's here. I returned. Did we take anyone else? No, just Cowboy. Cowboy secured. Beats is going to ignore us when you're explaining, so we don't interrupt you. Oh, okay, cool. Can't unwomen is wild. I don't know. How am I supposed to read it? Anyway, you walk up. There is a Crumb is pouring feed for his sheep, and he is a stronger looking orc man. He looks a little older. He seems like worn out, right? Like he seems pretty tired. He seems like he actually he's like coughs a little bit, and as you see him, as you like walk up to him and you go, you say hello, basically. Oh, you know, here for the quest. You show him your flyer that you picked up, and he turns around and goes, oh, howdy there. He's really slow talking, and and he goes, and he seems like he's pretty slow moving in general. He goes, oh, nice to have you here. It's you know, I can't tell what's going on with these sheep. They the night happens, and you know, they just disappear, and you know, sometimes there's some remains, you know, just some gore, but you know, I'm losing so much of my livestock. I don't know if I can make you know, payments to the you know, to the any of my payments I need to make. You know, it's going to be a tough season if I can't you know, keep these sheep alive. So you know, I've got my crops, thankfully, you know, those are growing fine, but you know, something's messing with my sheep. So any help would be appreciated. You know, I've been trying to keep a lookout for what it might be, but I ain't seen nothing, and you know, I got plenty to do. So I'm a buff old farmer. Let's open with a pickup line. Sometimes there's remains, sometimes there ain't. That's what I said. I tell you what. I want to ask the farmer if we can see where his sheep are, if we can see some of the remains. Okay, good. Is he a full orc or half orc? Full orc, actually. One thing you'll know about Calamity is that there are many races that wouldn't normally like interact with each other, right? They're kind of forced to because of how few people are alive. It's been 100 years since then, but it's been like everyone's had to, you know, kind of get along. Because literally all the planes of existence collapsed from what people understand. Check for bones remaining of the sheep in the soil. Read this after. Or said, yeah. Gotcha. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you he goes, all right, yeah. You know, usually they graze out here. They sleep in the fields. I've been, I attempted to, keep them in the barn. At least, at night, but even then something was getting in and killing one of them. But yeah, I cleaned up most of the stuff, but there was a attack last night, and I can show you what happened there. So yeah, follow me. I'll show you to the barn. I was starting to clean up that area, but I knew you guys were coming, so I tried to maybe you'll be able to track it or something. But yeah, anyway, he guides you along to the barn. And you guys follow him. Oh God, I have a terrible idea. What if we disguise as a sheep and see what happens? Is there any signs of forced entry? So you get up to, I guess that's probably a good question to ask him. You ask him that, and he goes, I couldn't find nothing, but it's not like the barn's really locked. I just figured some critters were, some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of animal, coyotes, wolves, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, a bear. There's plenty of weird, creatures that wander in from the calamity, something like that. Some demon, who knows? But I figured it was a critter, and I figured it opened the door wasn't locked, right? I don't know how it would get in or out, but maybe it went through one of the. He points up into the barn. In the barn, he points at like a higher up window. Maybe it was some sort of flying creature. I don't know. But I didn't see any forced entry, unless it was a person. Maybe could have opened and closed the door. Like I said, I don't know. But it wasn't locked. Maybe that's my bad, but. And he shows you the remains. I don't know if you want to take a look, but like I said, I was about to clean this up once I was done feeding the sheep. But yeah, you tell me if I need to leave anything or whatnot. Worst case scenario, Mr. Buff Cowboy rescues. I already read that one. Win-win. America's basically a sniper, so he can act as a lure. He can shoot whoever approaches. We also have some crazy power, so we'll be safe. There you go. Great minds think alike. Okay, cool. So yeah, he shows you the barn. I'm assuming you guys want to maybe do an investigation roll, or what are y'all thinking? I'm curious what's happening with this music. Okay, no, it's playing correctly now. Just don't know why it started playing songs that weren't on the playlist when it's... I don't know, whatever. What can you do? Yes, can we ask the cowboy what he thinks first? Yeah, you can roll. Okay, yeah, 14. What's your investigation? Oh, your deception is so high. But yeah, you can ask the cowboy as well. I don't think the order matters here. Investigation. -1. You're not very good at investigating. You look around. You trying to decide what you see with a 13. You look around, you see the carcass that's left. Most of it is gone. It does seem like you know, from your you know, maybe limited knowledge of this kind of thing, it does seem like it was eaten. It does seem like it was ripped apart, basically. You know, a lot of the like bones are left and that kind of stuff. A lot of stuff that you wouldn't leave or you would leave as there, like cartilage and stuff like that. But the pretty much all the meat is gone off the creature, or off the sheep, and that I think that's the main thing that you can tell. Let's see. You ask the cowboy what he thinks. Can we investigate now? But I really want to disguise the sheep at night. Okay. Well, let's just prepare first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You ask the cowboy what he thinks. You ask Merrick. And he goes. He looks around. He kind of crouches down and like looks at the dirt, and let's give him a roll. He's got a natural 20. Hold on. Let me think. Let me think what you get with that. Okay, Mr. Showoff. He's a big deal. Give us a big clue with a 9 in it. He's trying to impress us. He crouches down and he as like a expert tracker and like, you know, scout, he goes he looks at like some of the dust on the floorboards, and you see like a footprint. He goes, these look like wolf prints. Those are pretty big paws right there. It almost seems like a wolf might be getting in here. Don't know how it got in here. It seems like the you know, the tracks, you know, they're not super readable. There's only so much dust on the floor. It keeps it pretty clean here, but there's a few going that way. He points toward like the back of the barn, but it looks like they sort of end. But yeah, it looks like you got some sort of beastie in here. Looks like a pretty big canine-like creature for sure. There you go. Darn tootin' he is. I do not use his name in vain. Why does it not make the wolf sound when do people find their sheep gone? Why does it not make the wolf sound? Then why does people just find their sheep gone in the morning? Like what wolf? Like a howl? I'm lost. I'm gonna drink more water. And also check what time it is. Okay, 7 minutes. Merrick seems like a werewolf. You'll need to climb on the barn at night to observe. Okay, I can do that. I can keep an eye out. Yeah, when there are wolves around, they make noises. I mean, not always, but you never know. Crumb says, I mean, I didn't hear no wolf. I mean, you know, there's always, you know, animals in the forest making noises. So, you know, I do hear wolves from time to time, but, that's, you know, pretty ordinary. Assuming sheep are getting eaten by a wolf is a loud affair. I don't know. You know, my hearing's going, unfortunately. Doesn't really help. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I mean, well, I guess I didn't say, but I'm feeling a little ill. All the stress getting to me. But yeah, hearing's not as good as it used to be. Let's tell Merrick about our plan for blending in and in as a sheep, and then getting him to provide support as a sniper. Are there any other sounds or your neighbors here at night? My closest neighbors pretty far. I mean, we don't really have many neighbors around here. It's mostly farmland, so my neighbor's a good few miles away. Unfortunately, I haven't heard nothing really. We, like I said, my hearing's pretty bad, and there's I hear my farm animals every now and then, bleating and mooing and whatnot, but it's I haven't heard anything out of the ordinary per se. Also, give this farmer some of our money. I'm so worried for him. Okay, let's put some of the warning bells on the barn doors. Make sure it doesn't take a sheep from the inside, and then I turn into a sheep and then wait outside to be more alluring compared to the other sheep. Okay. Agree with Tuna. Okay, Merrick watches us primarily, getting him clear shot. Worst case scenario, the alarm rings from the barn. Okay, that seems like a good, seems like a good plan. Could be that one of the sheep is shape-shifting werewolf. So, shape-shifting wolf. So, smart idea. Wait, no, the old man lives alone. No help on his huge farm. If it could be that one of the sheep is right. Saw Merrick about the plan. Okay, gotcha. In what way do you make yourself more alluring to other sheep? Okay, Crumb asks, do you want me to keep the sheep in the barn, or do you want me to let them out? What are you looking for me to do? I can do either. I mean, it doesn't seem to matter one way or another, but we're turning into a fat sheep. Good. 3 minutes till add. You're outside, easier to get, right? I just said in the plan, leave them in the barn. Okay, alrighty. Sounds good to me. Go, I'm going to bed. All right, Yui. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. Only sheep outside is less. Okay, gotcha. Morbidly obese sheep outside the barn door. Gotcha. Thick sheep. Cool. It's midnight. Need to wake up early tomorrow. No. A thick sheep? What does that mean? You know what it means. Anyway. Okay. Cool. Good night. Yes, indeed. Okay. I'm just hesitant to get started here before we have an ad, but okay. So let's you sort of get stuff set up. You put a alarm on the door, like a bell. You get a cowbell or something. You put it onto the door, and you make sure all the sheep are herded inside, and you sort of just set up Merrick jumps or uses a spell and quickly ascends onto the roof. He I don't know, uses leap or something and jumps onto the roof. They're dropping like flies. Hydrate. Deal. We got Tuna and Dingus left. All right, Toot. It's good to have you. You'll be in our hearts. Indeed, you will. Will you be? Anyway. I guess there's actually still plenty of people here, huh? At least numbers wise. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna do an ad real quick. And then we will be back. Enjoy this video.
Randomness. It's what makes
We'll go 3
card
minutes
games so
in.
interesting to play. The simple
And then
act of
we'll be
shuffling
back
and drawing
in
cards creates unpredictable outcomes, providing
another
a
hour
unique
of,
and
ad-free
exciting
content.
experience every time. But what happens when this randomness becomes a detriment to the game? And how do you deal with that? Being able to address this issue can often mean the difference between a good card game and a bad one. Even the most popular games aren't immune to these pitfalls. Take Magic the Gathering, for example, one of the most popular trading card games of all time. It's not uncommon to find yourself drawing nothing but lands, or conversely, having no lands at all, leaving you with a unplayable hand. On the flip side, randomness can swing in the opposite direction too, drawing an incredible hand, leading you to completely dominate your opponents. While it's certainly fun for the player with the winning hand, it can be less enjoyable for everyone else at the table. So let me tell you how I counteracted it while working on my own game, and the battle I fought against inconsistency. In my game, players compete against the Old God, a collection of cards that present various challenges. Unfortunately, the balance of this deck was wildly unpredictable, often either leading to completely overwhelming the players, or failing to be a challenge at all, making the game unenjoyable either way. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For those of you who aren't familiar with my game, which, let's be honest, is probably most of you, you might be wondering what the heck an Old God is and what the game is actually as a whole. Or maybe you don't care. I don't know your life. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So, in brief summary, here's how the game works. Armies Against Entropy is a cooperative resource management trading card game. Players place cards like heroes, structures, and lands to create synergies for themselves and also their allies. They then move units generated by their cards to enhance the power of the cards that they deem most necessary, all while battling the Old God, a deck of automated cards designed to dismantle the player's forces and serve as the main threat of the game. Now that you kind of have an understanding of the game, let's dive into how randomness became a problem. As I said before, the Old God deck was designed to present various challenges. This deck featured a large number of weaker cards and a few stronger ones. In theory, this meant the players would face a constant onslaught of minor threats, while occasionally encountering some much more intimidating ones. Let's talk a little more specifically though. Typically, the Old God would draw around 3 cards per turn with a total deck of 86 cards, 10 endlings in the deck as the weakest card. This design meant you were much less likely to draw something threatening like 3 Ravengers. The idea is that the Old God would have a nice assortment of cards due to its distribution. At least that's what I thought. However, there were many instances where this wasn't the case, and the Old God either felt pitiful or, conversely, an unstoppable onslaught of destruction. Speaking of unstoppable onslaughts of destruction, you should subscribe. I don't know how those two things correlate, but So what was the solution? Well, this came to me while I was trying to fix an entirely different problem, and that problem was the Abyssal Horde card. This card was a hell of my own making, and the bane of my existence for so many different reasons. But the main one that we'll be focusing on today was trying to solve an issue where it would gain in power every attack. Units were how the player gained power, but we didn't really want a similar mechanic for the Old God because we didn't really want to...
Me, when tired but can't sleep, just rolls a 20. This quest is so much more stress-free with Merrick here. He might be more reliable than Love-Struck Cyrus. Yeah, I mean, Cyrus is a lower level adventurer for sure, and also more of a blacksmith than a full adventurer, but you know. Used it for nothing. Just our luck, we could have impressed Merrick. Womp womp. Anyway, you You've set up for the night at Crumb's farm. I feel like I should do stuff more visually interesting, but I don't really have like a... Who's Merrick? Where are we? Merrick is the cowboy you met at the beginning that you bit. He is there with you. Because we'll change our smell via shapeshifting. I'm not even entirely sure you can shapeshift into an animal, but I think I'll allow it. How'd that happen? You guys apologized and he agreed to come with you. He was like, you're weird, but... a creature that you've seen. You can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you haven't seen. Never mind. Now forms in the basic area. You must adopt a form, the same basic arrangement of limbs that you have. That's funny. We'll say you can do it anyway. I think it's funny. Anyway, wild shape, but not the powers. More or less, yeah. It says you can change your size. Or maybe not size. I don't know. I don't really care. It's you can turn into a sheep. Yeah, it's basically wild shape but without the powers. I will say you can't like wield your sword in that form, you know, or like your hammer. You'd have to change your shape shifting, but you can look like a sheep. It's probably not rules as written, but I think it's rules as fun, so we're going with that. Going off to Terminator T1000 liquid robot rules. Yeah, true. Like an ant or elephant. Yeah, if it gets too crazy, I'd be like, eh. I don't think you can change your smell. But maybe you can change your hair length, sex, height, weight. Make yourself appear as a member of the race. You can't duplicate the appearance. You haven't seen them adopt the basic arrangement. Limbs, your clothing and equipment aren't changed by the trait. So you're wearing clothes as a sheep. I don't even think about that. You shapeshift into a sheep, but you're still wearing the clothes you're wearing. I assume we automatically smell like what we are. Yeah, probably. That's fair. We get naked before becoming a sheep. Okay. All right. Important question then. Where are you putting your gear? Want to taste like or smell like a roasted juicy steak. Some a lamb steak. Mutton? No, that's is mutton sheep or lamb? I don't know, whatever. Directly behind the barn door. So inside. Okay, let's do this. I don't know how to do this kind of stuff. I feel like there's just never like quite a way I want to do it. I know there's plenty of ways to like do battle simulators, but I really wish there was a way that like wasn't crazy, but I could just do maps real quick. So we're just going to do this. This is the barn. This is you. No, something's gonna. Well, here. You can hold your hammer. Okay, that's you. It's not to scale. There you go. You're there as a sheep. Merrick, we don't have anything for him. So he's just do a new layer. Oops. What the heck? Let's do that. He's on top of the roof. And yeah, it's a setup. I guess we'll do where did I draw the barn? Is it like on his hand layer? I drew it directly on here. Yeah, that's fine. These are the doors. They're not actually open. I just want to visualize it with a whatever. Those are the doors. Okay. Night falls. Your gear will be here. So yeah, you night falls and you are hanging out. You change yourself into a sheep. Use a cowboy stock image. I've been thinking about this. I almost want to make a what's the chances this actually copies as a PNG? There you go. I always imagine he looks kind of like McCree. There you go. Where did I put him on? There you go. I want to make a character creator for our little guy, or not little guys, but you know what I mean. I think that'd be cool. But that's kind of like scope creep, so. Wow, I'm here. Okay. You I was trying to think if I had a cowboy. For some reason I feel like I did, but I know I don't. Anyway. Oh wait, I do. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Wait. This might make it weird. Guys, this might make it weird. Hold. Hold on. Does this make it weird? I think it makes it weird. Because now he's me. Here, we can BB Beats was Merrick all along. Maybe. It's peak. Okay. Anyway. B.O.B. beats. Bob beats. Anyway. All right. It's time. Night descends, and I feel like 90% of NPCs are just beats in different costumes. That's pretty good, yeah. Beats making natal bead dating simulator for 2, pretty much. I think that's. Let's put him here, so it looks like Maury's on top of the roof. Okay. You wait out until nightfall, and all seems quiet at first. You kind of, DM is basically all NPCs. It's true. You're kind of just laying there as it gets sort of colder, and Tebow, give me a perception check. Do a exclamation point D20, or you know what I mean. Dice 20. You've done it before. We'll see if your luck is still there. A 9. Nope, you wasted it. I'm just kidding. I love how people just blame other people for rolling poorly. Anyway, what's your perception? You have good perception? I want to say your perception was decent, but deception's good. Persuasion, performance, where the heck is it? Oh, +1. Wasting? Yeah. For some reason this music isn't vibing. Hold on. Oh, I guess we're, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Let's do this one, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you're kind of keeping eyes and ears out, and you don't really notice anything at first. It's night. It's a cold, clear night, and you're just kind of just looking around, and you're not really seeing much of anything. You're keeping an eye out on the farm. You look out and you don't see anything by the fields. You don't see anything approaching. You don't really notice anything. Swipe keyword always isn't always correct, and I try to. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. It takes you a minute to realize that you start sort of listening, and give me one more perception check, Tuna. Try your luck. Sorry for jailing. You're good. I understand what you're saying. I got you. Tuna gone. Tuna left. Is Tuna dead? He probably got a call from his brother. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Got a 12. Alright, as he came back too. he be calling. True. Tuna's brother be calling. Anyway, maybe his name is Colin, you know? Anyway, it takes you a while, and honestly, it's you're kind of maybe embarrassed by how long it takes to hear, but you start hearing like a weird, sort of muffled sound from within the barn. It's not even like it's like a small it's definitely the sheep are what do sheep do? Bleating? Not bleeding, bleating. You hear just like a it's kind of like a weird sort of sheep noise, and you're not sure what's going on, but you hear it from within the barn, and then you hear some footsteps, like some hoofs on the wood. Sheep be like meh, meh, meh. And okay, so we know it's already inside, either something parasitic or shifter. Roll into the barn like a barrel while still morbidly obese. Okay. I mean, it seems like the you roll into the doors. Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can open the door with sheep hooves. Okay, yeah, tune up. A 2. You try to open the door, but your little hooves are just knocking at the handle. and you can't quite get the door open. Just bonked into the door, pretty much. We try again. Yeah, I mean, sure, Maximus, roll this time. Sorry, Dingus. Or Tuna, or Tebow, that works. Tebow, sure, someone had to. That works. Roll a 17. Yeah, eventually you kind of, no, you're good, it works. You eventually get one door swung open, and as you do, you see an abomination. This creature is a sheep that has werewolfism. So it is part sheep, part wolf. And it is an abomination. And you see its teeth wrapped around another sheep's throat as it's just the sheep is just bleeding onto the floor. Oh my god, can we tame it and keep it as a pet? Classic. Also, Merrick should barge in along with us because he should hear the barn doorbell. He like looks down at you from the top of the roof and sees you going inside. Yeah, he casts Featherfall on himself and then jumps to the ground and sort of spins around. The weresheep sees you and I think at this point combat has started, because it drops the sheep that it's currently murdering in its jaws and turns to you and starts to charge. Can I boss seductively at the weresheep? No. I should put phone away and go to sleep, but also I need a sleep schedule, so I shouldn't sleep yet, but I also am tired and kind of hungry. I'm sorry, Tebow. To taunt, just to clarify. It's coming for you. It's coming at you. Combat started. I need who hasn't rolled in a minute? Dingus, give me a initiative roll. Nice. We is 12. This is the first time we're doing combat, which is wild. Sheep. Okay. First in the order is let me see. Hold on, give me half a second. Let me pull up one other thing. Okay. Yes, you rolled 12. So first in the order is, so you guys are actually facing this way. The sheep. Do I have a sheep? There's no way do I have a sheep? Or a wolf? Why do I feel like I do? I don't know if I do. I have a slime. I do. It's fine. I was gonna say, yeah, there's a small, yeah, that's right. There's the sheep in the windmill card. And maybe I called the inside threat. I knew it. Yeah, you did. Give us a list of moves somewhere on screen. I mean, I did give you your sorry, I just saw it in stream chat. Never mind. Anyway, we're just gonna copy the D&D werewolf image. Does this work? Oh, there we go. It's already transparent JPEG. Look at that. Or PNG. That's what I meant. There you go. Yeah, I don't really have a sheep or a wolf, so I guess I technically have a wolf, but anyway. Anyway, this creature is coming at you. Merrick, quickly. Yeah, so basically, I mean, you guys have your character sheet. I can't keep track of your actions for you. You can obviously hit him with your hammer. You can change your shape. Currently, you are a sheep and you are naked, and all your gear is right here. So keep that in mind. It is I would say this guy, the were sheep is here and you are here. So I guess you're just inside. So I guess you're maybe a little bit closer, but you do have to actually pick up your stuff. Can we shapeshift back and stealth our way to the gear? Definitely not. It has already made you. It is heading toward you. Thankfully, both you and Merrick have in action first. So let's see what Merrick does. Merrick can. Let's see here. What can Merrick do? Do I actually have his character sheet set up? I do. Look at that. Okay, he is going to attack the sheep. He is going to where's my d20? There it is. He points his staff at the were sheep and takes a shot. He definitely hits. And a 2 bolts in quick succession is like shoots 2 eldritch blasts out of his staff that hit into the chest of the were sheep. And he does 21 damage, and the were sheep is sent flying backwards a few feet. Oops. I missed some of this. This ain't Skyrim. We can't just crouch. True. Okay, Merrick. Yeah, you, especially with your entrance, you're like, "Ha! I'm a sheep," and then it's like you can't just stealth. I'm going to have to leave for real this time. Can't really do anything on my phone anyway. Yeah, sorry, dude. But yeah, good night, bro. Have a good sleep. Sorry, someone's yelling outside. Okay, Chichi, it was fun while it lasted, indeed. So it was a were sheep after all, indeed. It's a werewolf that is a sheep. Like it's a sheep with werewolfism, which would probably not. I actually looked this up. The etymology of werewolf, were is like a Old English for wolf for man, and then obviously wolf. So it's literally man wolf is basically what it is. So it would really be like a sheep wolf is really what it would be called. But anyway, darn tootin', Commander Toot, what do we do? It is now your turn. The were sheep has been blasted with an eldritch blast. Pretty strong hit. He seemed like he hit him really, really good. So yeah, he took a lot of damage from that. According to Nailbee's video, we attack with our legendary sword. True. You do have a hammer. I mean, I can just start. Well, I guess your first thing is you need to pick up your gear. I'll let that be a free action or maybe cost some movement, but I don't want that to be your entire turn. So you can pick up your gear. Because that is what we like to call boring. I think we should scoop up some nasty barn dirt and throw it in his eyes. That's pretty decent. That's a good idea. By the way, Merrick is just Needlebee in a cowboy outfit. You're the dating sim. Oh, hell yeah. Let's take our hammer out only so it's fast enough to not be a full action. Let's take our hammer only. Oh, so you don't get dressed, you just grab your hammer. We'll let you pick it up. Oh my god, I completely forgot about stealth build Warhammer. Yeah, for sure. Can we do anything after taking our gear? I'll make you a deal. So we'll say you can't, if you take your gear, we'll say it costs your movement. So you have to do something from here. I'm content with being naked. Okay, if you want to just take your Warhammer, I'll give you movement. But it'll take your bonus action. We'll call it that. Yeah, I'll say you pick up your hammer, but it'll cost you a bonus action to pick it up. So you can still use your main action and your movement. I think that's fair. Showing off to Merrick, apparently. Barn dirt with a little bits of hay in it. Extra painful on the eyes. Okay, you throw barn dirt. 2, give me a roll. Dice 20. An attack roll. 20. Usually default 20. D20. 14. I don't know what kind of modifier that would be. Probably dexterity. So I would say, what's its AC? Yeah, that hits. Interesting. Yeah, it definitely hits its eyes. The dust goes in its eyes. It doesn't seem to hurt it that much, but it is slightly blinded. It's okay. Blinded creature has advantage, or rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's attacks have disadvantage. Okay, so it is blinded. Did it hurt that much? We did get to scoop up extra dust and gravel bits and hay, so it doesn't seem like it hurt the monster at all. At least not damage wise, but you do now have advantage with attacks against him, and it has disadvantage on attacks against you. It is now its turn, and it is going to charge you. It is mad that you threw stuff in its eyes, believe it or not. And it goes, I'm gonna head out. Have a good one, everyone. All right, DDP, thank you for hanging out, for lurking and all that. I appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your night. Can we zoom in more? Oh God. Oh God. Help. Zoom in a little more. Get in on that action. Okay, but his eyes are really irritated. He's blind, dude. I don't know how more irritated it can be. True. What Dingus said. Every time we get a turn, we slam it with our warhammer sideways into the barn wall. Well, I can wear a blindfold and be blind, but my eyes feel fine. I mean, they're irritated, but that doesn't change anything. It's a creature that's angry and it's going to attack you. It's going to attack you. It has disadvantage, so let's see how that works. 10 plus it's attacking you with its claws. That is a 14, which I believe you actually have no armor right now. So your AC, I believe, is a default of 10 without armor. It would hit you anyway, but you know, you're getting hit for sure. And it will do let's see, 2d4 slashing damage. That's 2. That's 5 total, plus it's got a slashing damage modifier too. 7 damage total to you. You are, oh wait, you gotta heal 1, and then you take 7 damage. You are now at 21 health. And that is its turn. She's got a vendetta against poor weresheep, or she has a vendetta against this poor weresheep that has lost control. Dang it, he's an animal with animal sense. He doesn't need sight. I mean, he's, you know, yeah, he's kind of in a blind range. He hit you anyway. It is now Merrick's turn. He is going to, I think it's up close and personal on him. So I feel like he's probably going to want to, I'm trying to decide if he, what he wants to do with that. I think he's going to come up close because he's worried about you and he doesn't want to shoot you. So he comes up close and he's going to cast Shocking Grasp on the werewolf. Nine plus 10, 21. I'm unfunny. I liked it too. You stupid. Kick him in the boing-alongs. No, he's not kicking him in the boing-alongs. He's casting Shocking Grasp on this creature. What is this? This is an attack roll, right? Yeah. They keep changing all these things. Anyway, that got cockeyed. Okay. First attempt misses. Second attempt also misses. He tries to like reach in there to kind of get this guy, this were-sheep from clawing you, and he kind of just can't get between you and the were-sheep, so he doesn't actually do an attack. It is now your turn. No, you can't play with the dice. You can't play with the dice. I know you like them, but you can't play with them. What do you guys do? It's your turn. You're my sniper. What are you doing? He wants to be our white knight. He's stealing our aura. Sideways hammer a slam to the barn wall. Where boing along his kick. Okay. All right, we've got conflicting information. Do a suggest command. Let's use our bonus action to kick first. Response and make it lose balance and slam the hammer into his head. I feel like that's technically not allowed in D&D. Like you can't use your bonus action for that because that's just an unarmed attack. But let me see, is that doable? I think that's just an unarmed attack, which I think technically counts as an action. I know we kind of play like, this is why I kind of want like a cooler combat system than D&D, but it could be a bonus action. Okay, we'll make it a weak bonus action. I'll allow it. Why not? Do you want to do both? Is that kind of what we want to do? Is that the consensus? A weak kick and then a hammer slam. It seems like a good combination of the two. All right, we'll do that. This is why I hate D&D combat with a passion. Yeah, it's not the greatest. Anyway, sure. It boils down to I attack, he attacks, enemy attacks. Yeah, I want to make a better system. There's a lot of I don't know. I haven't played I feel like it either gets extremely crunchy or it's like whatever. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that later, but that's a later conversation. Okay, you will do a 2 to give me a boing-a-loing attack roll, D20. It's not going to do much damage probably if it hits, but we'll see. You do have roll twice actually, so do the command twice in a row. 16. Let's see if you get a natty 20 because you have advantage. Okay. 16 still hits. And you will deal. Actually, I guess I can roll for you guys, or roll your damage, or yeah, give me a D4. Actually, no, I think unarmed strike is flat damage. It's 3 flat damage, so you just deal 3 damage. I'll give you 1 extra for it being in the boing loings, as Toot has said. So he's already at disadvantage, so I'm not going to give you more than that right now, but you did a good amount of damage. All right, hammer slam. Tuna, give me a roll. I mean, the boing loings kick would do more stagger the beast anyway. It's okay. It's an arm attack. It'll work. More for advantage of the hammer hit. Yeah, I see what you're saying. A 9. Give me one more roll. You do have you already have advantage from blinding him, so give me another roll, Tuna. You have advantage, so you get to roll twice and take the higher one. Yeah, an 8. Double dang nabbit. Makes him even more staggered in roleplay. Yeah. That's fair. I gave you some damage instead. But you're right. That probably would have been the right call. You try to swing at him, and then it just kind of like ducks out of the way. It like dodges your attack. Sort of sensing the danger after it got kicked. And it is now its turn. It is going to attack you. So first it's going to use its bonus action to clear its eyes. It does that. More like this, like it kind of wipes its eyes, and then it will strike at you with its claws again. Actually, it's going to go for a bite this time. Han. It's a 7 plus 4, which is 11. Again, you're not wearing armor, so that's going to hit you. It does 1d8 plus 2 piercing damage. That is an 8. So 10 total damage plus 2. Give me another d20 roll. You must beat a 12, otherwise you will be cursed with lycanthropy. Oh my god. Well, let me read that again. If this target is human, I must succeed a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, or be cursed with werewolf lycanthropy. No, it doesn't have disadvantage. It cleaned its eye. No, it cleaned its eyes. It doesn't have disadvantage anymore. You are infected and in pain. You now have let's see, 11 health. It's still growing kicked. No. I guess it's not the worst thing that could happen. Worst case scenario, we ask Merrick to put it down. You'll be fine, probably. I don't know how easy werewolfism is to cure, but we're getting messed up by this thing. You are. Sorry, let me look here. Hold on. Hold. Let's see what Merrick can do. Because it is now Merrick's turn. Okay, he is going to he is going to attempt to step between you and the werewolf. I guess he's gonna kind of like he's trying to put you between the two, or like get between the two of you, which he is successful at doing without the whatever. He kind of steps in between you two, and he's gonna cast Thunderwave, which the werewolf needs to succeed a Constitution saving throw versus his spell modifier, which why do I always forget where that is? DC 14. All right. It failed horribly. So now it takes 1d8 or 3d8 thunder damage. That's 8. That's 6. So that's 14. And it needs 16. It takes 16 damage, and it is blasted back. How many feet? 10 feet. It just blows back to the other side of the barn, and sort of collapses on the other side. It looks really, really worse for wear. No pun intended. It looks worse for werewolf. He's in pain. We're getting messed up by this thing. We're gonna have to call Guppy and ask if he knows a cure. Relatively easy quest. You have a strong adventurer with us. I mean, to be fair, you just barged in there without having him near you, and went first as a rogue. This is a death trap for a lonesome low-level adventurer. You went into this very poorly, and now we're cursed with the smell like wet dog for the foreseeable future. Let's bonk it now. It looks very, very bad. It looks very, very bad off. It's just bleeding profusely. Let's bonk it this time. Roll high trust. I think we should take the hint and retreat and use something ranged. Gun / throwing knife. All right, either decide on a consensus or do the suggest command. You tell me. Kick this thing's anus. You tell me, boys. Tell me how you're gonna try to end this thing. Let's farm with this Warhammer bonk. Do it. May I roll this time? I don't trust y'all's dice. Bonk. I will redeem my self-trust. Please, one last time. Fine, I guess. Okay. All right, Tuna. You guys run up to this. Oop, that's me. You run up to this werewolf and you raise your There you go. You raise your hammer and you bring it down on the werewolf, crushing its skull, and it falls limp. And it dead. You've defeated the werewolf. That. I felt it in my bones. Wouldn't insist otherwise. They do call dice bones sometimes. I don't know. This feels too epic again. You've won. Oh. Hello? Stop. It's just skipping through every single song. For some reason, that whole album is just... Anyway, whatever. Thank you, Mort. Mortimus. Luck in your bones. Wrong. Lycanthropy. Ah. That explains it. Yeah. Interesting. Sorry, I'm reading how easy it is to cure lycanthropy. Anyway, the werewolf is dead. Do not call me Mort, please. I've never heard anyone call you Mort before. Please, Mort was my father. Call me Dingus. Yes, you defeated the werewolf. Merrick comes up to you and he goes, are you all right there? You all right there, partner? Looks like he got a little out of hand there. I didn't try to get to him before he bit you, but it didn't. I don't know why my voice is. It's not quite the same. I don't know what. It's a little deeper. I tried to get to him before he bit you, but I'm sorry about that. Are you okay? I think we can get you to the guild's healer, and we should be able to patch you up before that lycanthropy takes hold. You should be all right. He kind of pats you on the shoulder. Mus, Gus, Ding, Usmortism is all fine. That's funny. That's wild. Mus, then. I don't know if I like Mus. The healer can uncurse us. I guess that's a question. Yeah, you go. He goes, yeah, Izakiah is a pretty talented healer. She should be able to patch you up. It's remove curse is a pretty simplistic spell, so she should be able to heal you up. For a healer talented as she, so you should be fine. Obviously, don't go days without treating it. From what I understand, if you let it take hold, it'll get bad. So, before it's too thick in your blood. I don't think that's a saying, but let's just say it. Just make sure to take care of it quickly. All right. Turn Merrick half conscious, proudly say, it was a team effort. I carried us, right? Yeah, sure, buddy. I only did, more than half the damage, but it's all good. Team effort. I couldn't deny without you. I hope you learned a thing or two. I would say, with your, what's the word? Your physique. I would say, sneaking's more your thing. I might not just barge in next time, but, You showed some confidence, and I like that. I'm glad a cowboy was here to watch us get our ass beat. It's okay, Bip. I bit you. He bit me. I'd say we're even. He laughs at that. He's like, I'd say that's fair. I'm just glad you're all right. After saying that, I make a biting gesture to the cowboy choking manner. He laughs and goes, easy there, partner. Mutter, freaking show off cowboy. He's like, I don't mean to show off. I just have a lot more experience. I've been adventuring for quite some time now. Oh, ads. All right, let's take a ad break and then we'll wrap up. One more hour of, not hour, one more, what am I trying to say? One more ad break.
Randomness. It's
let's actually change the video into 3 minutes in this time.
To make a digital version
all right, BRB.
Down the line. I really want to make this game more functional for both formats. So the solution was a drastic one. Remember the endling I mentioned earlier? The weakest card in the deck? Well, we removed it from the main deck completely and put it in its own entirely new deck called the Minion deck. Are you kidding me? Did you ever consider how the endling would feel about this? Being displaced from its home? What? No, it's a good thing. It helps. Wait, did you gain sentience? Yeah. What of it, Nathaniel? What? No, it's nothing. It's just how? How? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I can also do this. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure whether I should be impressed or terrified. You should be afraid after what you did to those endlings. Oh, come on. You've literally read the script yourself. Like, you know what's going to happen. I just prefer to live in the moment, actually. So, whatever. Can I just keep reading? Fine, whatever. Okay, anyway, moving the endlings to its own deck allowed the Abyssal Horde to spawn these cards every time it attacked, enabling the Old God's forces to gain in power with each strike. But the best part about adding minions this way was it meant that it could be used in other applications as well, fixing the overarching problem of the game, allowing the endlings to be with all their other minion friends. All right, Nathaniel. Stop saying that like it's not your name too. Is it? Yeah, well, I think, yeah, I don't care. Let's just keep reading. Of course, the main one was addressing randomness in the game. By introducing a separate minion deck, the Old God could draw from both its main deck and the new deck, providing consistency in its challenges it presented to the player. If you're doing the math at home, the old system offered an approximate 20% chance of drawing a weaker card, like an Endling or Shade, from a main deck of 86 cards. In contrast, the dual deck system guarantees a weaker card is drawn every turn. This change also allowed me to reduce the number of copies in the main deck as well. Oh, see, now you've done it. First displacing the poor Endlings from their home, and now just murdering other cards. Dude, it's just a game. Not to me, Nathaniel. Not to me. But it helps to make the game better. Like, literally, just give me 2 seconds to, like, explain, please? Fine, whatever, just keep reading your dumb script. Reducing cards actually resulted in a greater variety of cards seen each game, with having fewer duplicates. As a result, players consistently faced interesting challenges drawn by the main deck, while still receiving a steady stream of minions every turn. Thanks to this consistency, I could design
to give me a hard time.
Scarier,
yeah.
Incorporating much more powerful effects.
DD. Two sides to eat, the love bomber and the jealous chaotic weirdo. True. Emily, don't be sad. You're the cutest AE card. Debatable. Okay, so to close the quest off, let's do some bonding with Merrick before the farmer wakes up. Yeah. So yeah, we'll wrap up everything and then maybe have a quick debrief and then the stream will be done. I think is the plan. Hello, Sean the Pawn. We're almost done. You just killed a werewolf. Okay. The werewolf is dead. What do you do? Yeah, is there anything you want to say to, anything else you want to say to Merrick then? Or are you kind of just, calling it a day? I mean, the order stone, in your gauntlet is starting to sort of, starting to glow a little bit. It's going to be time shortly that you get sent back to your, sent back to the guild hall. Via the old teleporting system. So let's tell Merrick a joke since he liked the last one. Okay, you tell me what kind of joke that is. Leave some gold for the farmer. Okay. How many gold do you want to leave him? You have 224. Or alternatively, you could just not accept the money that he's paying you. What do you call a wolf that you can't find? A werewolf. He's won't accept and leave him 50 gold. All right, fair enough. Okay, you will give him 50 gold. I don't think there's many people to contest with you at this point. Okay. You give him the, or you leave him the gold. I contest. Okay. What are your feelings? Hey, you have to, I contest. Okay. I'll leave him 112 gold. Holy. That's like half your gold. We need money. We're broke AF. Yeah, you guys might need more gold than he has. Everything you're giving him. I mean, he still has a bunch of sheep. I mean, -1, but he has a farm. We have nothing. It's true. You're a poor orphan boy. We all have, all we have is a shirt on our back and this gun and this hammer. And you don't even have the shirt on your back or the gun because they're on the floor. You haven't picked them up yet. We don't even have health and we're cursed. Can't even afford farmhands. But we'll earn more money because we're strong and we have a great friends. How about this? As you put your clothes back on and grab all your gear, Merrick sees you leaving your money, and and he goes, no, look, I got you. And he puts down 500 gold and he goes, don't worry about it. You can keep your money. You did good here. You need to save that and work on your adventuring. You know, you got to get up there. You need that money to get yourself some better gear. All right. So why don't you keep your money and I'll help this farmer out. You're right. He does need help. You know, he's down a few sheep, so that should help him out a bit. All right. Merrick will just pay the cleric for us. He'll impress with our kindness. Oh, told you. Plan this. Good planning, Tuna. Wow. He's down a few sheep indeed. Please hire some farmhands. Yeah, he goes, all right. We'll give this to him in the morning. We can we'll dispose of this body. Let's start a fire, throw this body in there. We don't want any lycanthropy spread into anything else, and let's head on home. All right. Also off topic, I want to imagine whether we're discussing this in between each other or like muttering, looking into the distance. That's funny. Well, you're talking to Merrick, not the farmer himself, but yeah. All right. Anyway, you drag the body out. You start a fire. You burn the werewolf. Can we harvest any monster parts? There you go. There's a good question. Is it dangerous? Let's ask Cowboy. If you're careful, you might be able to wear some gloves. Put them into some sealed containers. If you wanna, a lot of the chaotic magic throughout this land. There's a lot of interesting stuff, but yeah, if you want to harvest anything, I think that's not the worst idea. A lot of us adventurers take what we can. It's a great point there. Yes, we're muttering everything I'm saying in chat. There you go. We're already cursed. Let's at least try. Teeth, hide, claws could all be useful. All right, yeah. It's weird because it's like a hide, but it's like fur, but it's also like wool. Fur wool. All right, yeah, you do that. You take all that stuff. Teeth. Hide. Claws. Wear sheep. Okay. We'll add that to the inventory. You also have more cookies you never used. Gotta update your character sheet. I feel like there's stuff you grabbed last time that I didn't fully whatever. But yeah, you take all that stuff. And you burn the rest. Maybe bones. You can take bones if you want. I mean, you're already like gutting this thing basically. If you take off its hide, I think you could probably take other stuff. We'll just take some bones. You scavenge this creature for as much as you can, and then you heart and bone. Okay, heart too. You're just taking everything. Okay. Take his eyes. Oh my god, why why am I indulging this? You only have so much time. Anyway, no more organs. That's it. That's all you can do. Want to keep them in our pocket? That's wild. The dirt crusted eyes. True. You throw the body in a fire and you kind of sit there, watch it burn, and then in the morning, or maybe you just knock on the door and you tell the Crumb, the farmer, that all is well, the problem is taken care of, and with that you are teleported back to the guild hall. As you get there, Merrick goes, he goes, well, it was great working with you. I'm gonna, well, I guess I don't need to pick up our reward anymore. It doesn't seem like there's, if we're sending it back, but I'll make sure to tell Raina to send that money back where it came from. That we're taking this, we're doing this job out of goodness of our heart, and yeah, you need to go talk to the doctor. You got to talk to the doc, and she'll fix you up. You definitely should do that before that curse sets in real nice. Yeah. I'm gonna go off on my way. I'm gonna go, clean up, and I needed some sleep. We've been up all day, so I'll see you around, partner. All right. And he heads off on his way. Relationship value check. Give me a insight check, which is gonna be a 20 plus. What's your insight? +4, nice. Compared to Cyrus as well. You rolled a 3. You don't know. You are unsure. You do not know how that went. I would say you think it went well, but you don't really know. He walks off. He goes to do his own thing. Close off. Let's find Cyrus. You mean you want to ignore the lycanthropy inside your blood, or are you just gonna chill with that, or? Look in Discord real quick. Okay, yeah, sorry. We got the werewolf. Don't worry, bro. I was thinking about that. I'm like, you're covered in blood, I'm sure. You just fucking freaking gut the thing completely. That's so freaking funny. Hilarious. Good work. Good at it. Okay. I mean, you could go talk to Cyrus. If you want to talk to the doctor, you can, but get checked out ASAP. Hey, do you want to actually have that interaction? You just want to be like, all right, we're healed. And we can brag to Cyrus we beat a werewolf, got diseased in a very self-important and almighty tone. Give me... We're literally trying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as you walk in, like as you are teleported back through the Order Stone, you're standing here and like you're just dripping in blood. See if the doctor even just notices. Actually, she doesn't. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to go there on your own, but they don't notice. But you are. All right, give me an investigation check. See if you know where Cyrus is, or if you can find him. I don't know if this is gonna go how you think, Tuna. Give me a D20. Cannot be redeemed right now. Oh, you don't think you have the role in you? I don't think he wants to do it for you. He's team get cured first. Oh, there we go. A 5. You start. Oh, let me finish chewing. All right. You start walking away. You start like heading toward here. You start like heading toward the guild hall to like go find Cyrus, and then you feel a grab on your arm, and you start heading toward the center of the guild hall, and you feel your arm get grabbed, and there is a demon standing next to you, and she goes, sugar, you're not going, sorry. You're not going anywhere. You need to be cured right now. I hear you have, or looks like you've got some pretty bad cuts right there, or pretty bad bite marks there. She sort of starts pulling you into the infirmary. Let out a single tear. Tuna, if you want, we could just infect her by spitting in her eye right now. That's wild. She brings you into the infirmary. Like, all it would take is one successful hit dice, and it potentially count as a sneak attack too, because you wouldn't be expecting it. That's wild. Not worth it when Cyrus can't see. You think he wants to see? Wait, I'm confused what that means. I suppose so. Y'all are freaks. Anyway, she pulls you. Maybe he's at the doctor's too. Give me a just a D20. Give me a D20 roll. A luck roll. Be impressed by my determination to what? Spit in someone's eye? I'm lost. Nope, he's not there. She pulls you in, she sits you on a bed, and she goes, no. Tuna's having a tantrum. She sits you on the bed, and she goes, look, you seem a little distraught, but don't worry. We're going to help you relax and get everything in order, all right? Wait. Okay. You're already in the infirmary, though. She is dragging you in there. You want to shake all the blood everywhere? I know what you're saying. Gonna go full Punisher? What does that even mean? Just start killing people? Tuna, you're deranged. Tuna's into it. I want to do that. Tuna, thoughts? Tuna's dead. Tuna died again. What did I miss, says Grot. We could scream, no, I don't got money for medical bills, to run off. Dreams have been crushed. What does it matter? I'd rather run off if Tuna is depressed. You can try. You can try to run off. I must say au revoir, my friends. Or whatever. For real this time. Well, we're almost done anyway. We'll be done in 2 minutes. We'll call it. We're gonna call it in. My brain's starting to be fried, so you got 5 more minutes of role play here. Farewell, my friend. All right, tuna. Yeah, I'll run off. All right, give me a. She's got like holding your arm. Oh my god, tuna. No, it's so sad. Oh my god. Wait. Thanks for the excellent stream, my friend. Had a lot of fun. Okay, I'm glad you did. Oh god. Yeah, it was good. I think can I roll charisma or something to check if there can be convinced to a discount or something? I mean, you can ask. I just want him to be proud of me. I don't think you need to. Here's Tuna. I need you to think logically for a second. Do you think running up to someone after a mission covered in blood and go, "Be proud of me," is really going to work? Anyway, yes. Okay. Dingus, do a what's like a knowledge check? History? A history check for me? So roll D20. We'll go covered in guts some other time later, buddy. Yes, I comply. You rolled a 3. Dingus is whatever the opposite of on fire is. You're on water, I guess. You go like, no, I don't want to. You're like, I don't want to. Okay, my mood is back. Watch this. 8. Sure. What's your history anyway? It's probably bad. It's nothing. You're like, I don't want to, I don't have the medical, like the money to pay for this. And she goes, oh, all medical expenses with the guild are free. It's all included in as part of the guild, sweetheart. So yeah, you don't have to pay, but he's like, but I'm not going to let you, run around covered in blood. Also, especially this wound on your arm, and these claw marks. And she starts sort of holding up her hands and starts casting a healing spell on you. She goes, plus we need to get rid of this lycanthropy. That's not going to be good at all for you. I say in the same accent as hers, girl, why didn't you say so sooner? You didn't ask. I was just dragging you in here, and you poor thing. You want to sound exactly like her. That's wild, but sure, why not? She looks confused. She goes, oh, that's pretty cute. That's a nice trick. What else can you do? What else can you transform into? And she kind of like, as she's healing you, she kind of like looks at you, kind of, cleric lady, what do you do if the one you love doesn't love you back? That's a tough one. Well, well, I'm trying to think what her advice would be. Transform into a sad clown while saying this. I turn into Cyrus to show her how handsome he is. She goes, oh, look at that. You can turn into Cyrus. Is Cyrus one of your friends? Cyrus as a sad clown. I don't think you can, well, I guess you can change your color of your hair, but you can, I don't know, it's wild. Anyway, she goes, well, I don't quite have her voice right, but it's okay. It's been a while. Because I'm starting to just sound like other characters, but anyway. She like sits on the bed, like sits on the bed next to you. She goes, honestly, I would just say try to have fun with it, you know? Like obviously, you might not always get the person to love you who you want to have love you, but it's when you can't get exactly what you would want, I think it's best to just live life in the moment and not get too bogged down in things, you know? Just have fun with it. She like pats your leg affectionately and goes, now how about we cure you of that lycanthropy, huh? Cleric lady, will you always love me? I say as if she were mom and asking for familial love. Okay. She goes, oh, yeah, sweetheart. And she kind of like pets your head. Become a little kid while saying this. She ruffles your hair. She goes, you're an interesting one, aren't you? She goes, all right. She starts casting another spell. This one looks a little more powerful. As it sort of hits you, you feel like your blood sort of tingle, and your lycanthropy is removed. And the name's Izakaya. I'm the healer here. It's nice to actually finally meet you. I know there's a lot of people on a lot of guild members, but can we shapeshift into a weresheep to troll her? I mean, technically, I was writing that. I mean, you can shapeshift into anything you've seen. So I guess you shapeshift into a weresheep, and she goes, huh, that's Joestar style. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. We walk out, fall on the ground, and start transforming and crawl in a bloody fury, and then she's completely baffled and turn back, and we turn back and start laughing. She goes, you should it seems like you should go get some rest, huh? Do you want to lay here in the infirmary, or do you have a dorm to go back to? She sort of looks concerned more than anything. Where is we? You guys are purely chaotic, you know that? Okay, Mom, I fall unconscious from exhaustion on the floor and snore loudly. She scoops you up and places you in one of the beds as in weresheep form. True. You go back to whatever, doesn't matter. She scoops you up, places you in bed, tucks you in. A baby weresheep form. There you go. And she tucks you in, and you fall asleep, or you were still asleep. So, and you sleep there for the rest of the night, and she tends to you, healing you and whatnot. And yeah, that was the campaign. You did it. That was the mission, rather. We're counting sheep in our sleep, so we're turned into a baby were sheep. It's wild. Anyway, that was it. You did it. Hydrate. I do need that. Celebratory drink. Cheers. Roleplay pros, aren't we? Something like that for sure. Let's go here. And I'm just gonna play our normal music for a minute. Cyrus didn't show up at all, so we'll have to tell him. There you go. All right, let's have just a quick debrief, and then I'm gonna raid someone and be done and whatever. Thoughts on the session. I think the suggest command thing worked well, but we kind of abandoned it halfway through, mostly because I think less people were there. Because originally we had we started with 10 people. How do you feel about today? Did you have fun? I had fun, of course. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I was tired to begin with, so it was kind of a little bit. I think I'm a little more drained than I normally would be, but I think it should be a mix of suggestions and taking from chat. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out when to prompt that and when not to, because I think both worked, and I think people were having a lot of fun with the suggestion commands. But yeah. I also think maybe starting earlier is maybe something we should do on Sundays, because I don't want to start too early, because I'm it's Sunday and it's technically my day off, you know. Not that I'm not having fun, right? But maybe we should start earlier on Sundays, because half people went to bed, you know, halfway through this, and it's only a 3-hour stream, right? So it's maybe we start at I don't know, 2 hours earlier or something. But I'm much happier with the amount of time this one took, because the last one was 5 hours, and that was a lot. Well, or just normal RP, you can just take random stuff from chat, but important decisions you pull out the suggestions. Yeah. But yeah, either way, it was fun. Suggestion or chat. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how we did it last time. It was just honestly just made the process a little bit easier with not having to wait for polls. Two was doing a good job writing out the polls and stuff whenever we had to make a decision, but it kind of makes the process a lot easier just having you guys say what suggestions you want, you know. So I think this time was a lot more smooth in general. I don't know exactly why. I mean, I think partly because I've done it once now, so I kind of knew what to do. I try to make sure this whole display, right? This one, the whole setup is a little bit better. We didn't have to you know, I have the commands at the bottom here, which makes it easier so people don't have to figure it out again. Randomness. People are more sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. People are kind of more familiar with what we were doing. We got a lot of people in the beginning. It kind of definitely dwindled off, but I think I don't know. I'm very curious to see how this keeps going moving forward. I do have a lot of ideas on I don't think I want it to actually be D&D. I'll probably still use D&D as a buzz term, right? It's hey, do you want to do D&D? which is like much more like, do you want to like play D&D on here rather than just be like, oh yeah, you can play a role-playing game, and using the D&D category is nice. But I really do want to make a system specifically for this that's made with this like idea in mind, but we'll see. Especially like cat hair, especially with like actions in mind, right? Like what you guys can do would be interesting, like figuring out how to figure that out. But next time we should go check up on the farm and see what he did with the 500 gold. Maybe go help him out on the farm. Yeah, you could go just plant crops for a session. That is something like I would do with my players when we were originally playing, is like if someone wanted to do that, usually we would have like a one-on-one where people would go like, would do that as a mission. like, oh yeah, you want to do a little side quest? Okay. Like literally me and one other player would play D&D and we'd go like do a thing. And that was pretty fun. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for this to like make things go smoother. I would like to do, I think a character creator would be really cool. That might be something that like I have to do as like an actual like video game like project, like code something and then have it so you can like swap between hats and stuff, and we can make like a bunch of generalized stuff that characters can wear. I think that'd be kind of cool. So if like we run into a character, I can just make one without having to do like a fully detailed model like this, you know? I think that would be pretty cool. But I'm not sure how I would do that yet. So that is something we could explore later. There's a lot of like little things I want to do to make this a better experience, but I think for the size we are now, we can only like, it would only grow with it, right? So we can also be our HQ where we take residence. Sort of, yeah. I mean, you could actually live there. You don't actually have to live in the dormitories, technically. Obviously, you have a bit of a commute because you have to come to the Adventurers Guild and then back down, but you could do it. If he's chill with it, we could frequent that area, and I think he'd be cool with it. Probably. Helping us farm turn into sprawling enterprise would be sick. Just change the game into like a farming simulator. I mean, that's the idea though. I think is cool, is that you can kind of do whatever you want. You know what I mean? It does get to a point where it's like y'all might have conflicting opinions on what to do. I mean, it got kind of like, you guys kind of got sort of same-minded, but not everyone's going to want to do a farming simulator, you know? So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how all this evolves. He's old, so it would surely appreciate the company and help. Oh yeah, he's pretty old. Sorry, I read his he's old for an orc. I forgot orcs don't live as long. He's pretty old for an orc. Anyway, any other thoughts on? I think I wrote like 64. Orcs live to like 80 at like max 75, 80. So he's pretty old. He's probably like he's probably like 80 in human years, maybe like 75. Anyway, any other? Oh, he really needs help. Indeed. Any other thoughts on the game in general though? Like, I mean, obviously there's like, you know, lore and stuff and like things you can do. I'll have to write up your character sheet. I feel like there's might be better. We got to find better ways to do different things, like keep making this smoother and better. But I think it went smoother than last time, like you said. So I think that's good. Yeah. I think we'll I don't know. Yeah, the viewership was at like, we were at like pretty high views at the beginning, and then it kind of petered off a bit. But I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know if that's just because it's a special event or a weekend thing, but I think it's more a special event because last weekend was pretty quiet too. So I think we need to do earlier on the weekends though. We'll see. I think with a bit of tweaks and changes, this could be become very smooth to the point where we could do 2 missions like this one stream. Maybe there's always dicking around though. Honestly, like y'all are always gonna, like, players will always, mess around. Don't know if it's a system issue. I don't think it is either. You guys are gonna like try to chat up some NPCs or do whatever, and that's the part that takes time. I think I'm causing some issues though, because I chat so much and it's hard / intimidating for others. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people just went to bed. So I think that was the main thing, but I think it's good to have people who are talkative, because I don't have to listen to what one person said. Like if you say a lot of things and someone's only saying things every now and then, I'll probably pick the person saying things every now and then to make sure that they get a chance to do stuff, It's good. It's great to have someone who's talkative and says what they want to do though, because then you constantly have interaction, and then it's like, people aren't as afraid in some ways to interact because someone's saying something. It's not like you're coming into a dead chat and no one's saying anything like, oh, I don't know, how do I actually interact here? I don't know. So I think you could take it that way, but I don't think it is. I think the issue is doing random flips in our dorm in the morning, right? Next stream, if I remember, I'm going to do the Spartacus push-ups and after waking up. There you go. I think ideally, like, this campaign's cool, but I think ideally, if we keep doing this as a thing, I probably will make it campaign more tailored to you guys, maybe. I don't know. I do like the mission sort of based thing, because then it kind of, you pick it up and then you do it and then you go back and then whatever. But I don't know. We'll see. I like having like an overarching story, but I also think it's kind of hard to have a truly overarching story with something like this without alienating people who want to jump in and out. But I don't know. We'll see. Just a lot of thoughts I'm having, but I think this could be something interesting that we do more often. I think you can lock in, convince us to take the main mission wherever you want, to be honest. Yeah. All it takes is the cow. No, see, I don't mind you guys going off and doing any sort of like random thing. I actually personally, I like that, because I don't need it to be directed. I like the character interactions and stuff like that. I find that fun. Like, half the fun to me is just interacting with the people in the guild, So trust me, I'm not actually delusional and obsessed with Cyrus out of character. I would not kill everyone, every other NPC to be with him. Sure, Tuna. Sure. It's wild, Tuna. Just attached to him for no reason other than he was just kind of sad one day. Anyway, a slightly sad blacksmith. Tuna's like, I'm in. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Anyway, I think that's it. Anyway, should we find someone to raid? That was fun. It was a good time. but I'm tired now. He's gonna be smithing me before long. I don't, okay. You just keep telling yourself that, buddy. Like, I kind of want to raid like a D&D thing, but I feel like my problem with other D&D streams is that, like, do I know that person? No, it's someone different. Okay. Is that, like, they're kind of in the middle of stuff, you know? They're chat talking to each other. They're not, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We don't need to understand. Let's just pretend anything I say makes sense. No. Okay. What do you guys want to raid? Do you want to raid a someone we know, a D&D person, an art stream? I'm assuming most of you are just going to bed after this, but right? What time is it? Like midnight for y'all, probably around there, roundabout. Pocket. Watch, please. Caught my eye. Okay. Let's find out. I'm assuming that's the channel name. Pressure washer simulator. All right, sure. Why not? I'm the only one here too. I mean, oh, I think so. I just closed my thing. Okay, anyway. Away we go. It's good having y'all. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you all next time. We'll probably just be doing more AE art. I think. Maybe some little guys. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. It was fun. Great having y'all. And yeah, goodbye. Farewell. Goodbye.